Here we go. That's great, Charles Barkley. Something like that, okay. Jesus, live stream. Let's do that. Ah, God. There we go. Mm-hmm. All right. This is going to be one of those nights. This is going to be one of those nights.
I see what you're doing. Oh, you don't see nothing. You don't want this heat. No, man, there ain't heat to hit you with this right here. Get nasty on it. Touchdown. I didn't know that was going to break. Get up. Respect.
With DraftKings, new customers turn $5 into $200 instantly.
I like that one.
The crown is yours.
You can take that. You can take that. Well, guys, it's time. Thursday night football, an AFC North showdown in Baltimore. We've got the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens at M&T Bank Stadium. This is going to be a crazy game. It's going to be a crazy game. I don't know how it's going to go. Last time these two teams met was earlier in the season, back in Week 5 in Cincinnati. That game was a thriller. Lamar and Joe Burrow put up a show. It went into overtime, and the Ravens were able to get the victory. I have no clue how this game's going to go. But it should be a fun one. Ravens are going to have they're going to have their hands busy with this team, man. This is not going to be an easy game. And Cincinnati has everything on the line. If Cincinnati loses this, if they win, they go to 5-5. They're back to 500. They've regained their composure in the season, and now it's about just finishing strong to make sure they secure a playoff spot. Meanwhile, Baltimore, if they lose, they drop to 6-4, and we start having some uncomfortable conversations in regards to how this team is looking. If the Ravens win, they go to 7-3. They get 10 days rest until they got to play their next divisional rival, which will be the Pittsburgh Steelers in Heinz Field. Meanwhile, if the Cincinnati Bengals lose this game, they drop to 4-6, and now things start getting even more dicey for the Bengals. So this is a big game. We may look at it and sit back and say it's only affecting the Bengals, but in reality, it affects both teams. Ravens being 6-4 after 10 games, considering the fact that they were 13-4 last year, that ain't a good look. That ain't a good look. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, all they have been hoping to do is to get to 500 and go from there. If they get back to 500, they're going to make the playoffs. You can bet on it. So it's going to be a tough game, no matter how you look at it. They need this. Like I said, the next few weeks is going to really determine things. Because if Baltimore wins this game and wins again, if they win this game, they go to 7-3. So for tonight, they will technically reclaim first place in the AFC North. But that matchup next week against Pittsburgh would determine who's going to get first place. But if they lose, it becomes an entirely different conversation. So we got to see how this is going to go. It was a crazy showdown that went into overtime last time. Joe Burrow knows the assignment. This is essentially a playoff game. The Bengals have been playing playoff games these last few weeks, so this is a playoff game, the atmosphere, primetime game, divisional game. It's going to feel like a playoff game. Joe Burrow's going to come out here with the mental fortitude that this is a playoff game, and we got to win no matter what. Bengals get the ball first offensively, so we get to see what this defense is going to do. Joe Burrow and the offense head onto the field. Like I said in my preview video, the Ravens defense has to earn respect again. Because through the first 9 games of the season, they've been bad. Other than 2 performances against the Bills and Broncos, they've been bad. They need to come out here and earn respect. You want people to start changing their opinion about this defense? It starts with this game. If you get cooked by Joe Burrow again, it's much of the same. 1st and 10 for the Bengals at their own 30-yard line. Burrow takes a snap, looks towards his left. He's going to get a completion. Gets it to Chase Brown. He's going to pick up about 7 yards. 2nd down coming up here for the Bengals.
You'll see a lot of that tonight. That's really an extension of their run game. They don't run the football a lot, but they'll get the ball to Chase Brown underneath against that zone coverage, which Baltimore's had some problems with their linebackers this year. Remember, they were dead last in the NFL in pass defense.
2nd down and 3 here for the Bengals. Burrow's going to take it under center. Fakes the handoff. Burrow's got time. Burrow's going to fire across the middle. It is caught by Jamar Chase. 1st down, Bengals. Jamar Chase cooked this defense last time for 190 yards and 2 touchdowns. What is he going to do in this game? 1st down, Bengals. This opening drive is a good tone setter for the Bengals. It can also be a good tone setter for the Ravens. Ravens get these guys off the field. It's going to be a good look. Bengals score on their opening drive. They set the tone and put the pressure on Baltimore's offense to go respond early on. 1st and 10 here. Burrow's going to take it under center. They're going to hand the ball off here. And he's going to be stopped. Maybe he picks up a yard. He's close to the line of scrimmage. Obviously, Baltimore, if there's anything they do well, it is stop the run. They've been doing that well all season. That's the only good thing they've done defensively this year. 2nd down coming up here for the Bengals. Got to see what the Ravens defense can cook up here. Well, got to see what Zachary Orr can cook up here defensively. 2nd and 9. Empty backfield here for Joe Burrow. He's going to take the snap. Pressure's coming. He's going to get it out quickly. Fires incomplete. The ball was high. Humphrey making the play, making the stop. 3rd down coming up for the Bengals, which is fun because I've been doing this all season. I've been doing this all season long when it comes to the Ravens. The Ravens struggled to get off the field on 3rd down. The Ravens struggled to make stops in the middle of the field. The Ravens struggled to get to the quarterback. What are they going to do here on a 3rd and 9 situation? Can they make the stop and force Cincinnati to punt? Extra protection here for Joe Burrow. Burrow takes a snap. Burrow, deep drop back. Burrow gonna step up. Burrow, pump fakes, fire across the middle. It is caught. Jamar Chase getting inside the Ravens 30. 1st down, Bengals. All 3 things happened. They couldn't cover the middle of the field, couldn't get off the field on 3rd down, and couldn't get to Burrow. They've struggled in all 3 of these things, and we just saw completion happen in that exact situation. The Ravens, again, are going to have to prove themselves. They cannot cover the middle of the field. Why would you have Jamar Chase wide open in the middle of the field? 1st down and 10 at the Ravens 30-yard line. Burrow takes a snap, hands the ball off here, and they're going to try to make a stop behind the line of scrimmage. Chase Brown's going to escape it, pick up a yard, maybe 2. 2nd down coming up here for the Bengals. I don't know how Jamar Chase gets that wide open, but I have little to no expectations of this defense, so it doesn't really surprise me. 2nd down and 8 here. Burrow, they're going to hand the ball off here. He's going to get a good push, but he's only going to pick up maybe 2 yards. 3rd down coming up here for the Bengals. And I get to say it again. The Ravens struggle to make stops on 3rd down. They struggle to get to the quarterback. They struggle to cover the middle of the field. Can they make a stop here on 3rd and 4? We will find out here. They make a stop here. Cincinnati either chooses to go for it or they could kick a field goal for 3. Let's see what the Ravens defense can do. Or will Joe Burrow cook them the way he cooked them last time in Week 5 in Cincinnati? Empty backfield here for Joe Burrow on 3rd and 4. Ravens send a little pressure. Burrow's got time. Burrow fires across the middle. It is caught. Another wide open receiver is going to take them down to the goal line. 1st and goal. Yotivas gets the completion. Again, the Ravens defense continues to look like the Ravens defense we've seen all season. And once again, it's Brandon Stephens getting beat. I keep telling you this. If Brandon Stephens is covering a receiver to the inside, he always gets beat. If he covers a receiver to the outside, he doesn't get beat, but he never turns his head around. It's the same story with this guy every single week this season. So now here you are. 1st and goal for Cincinnati. Would not be surprised if Joe Burrow scores a touchdown here and sets the tone in Baltimore. Burrow, quick throw, it's caught, tackle made there. Hamilton makes the tackle. It's going to be a completion. Once again, you just look at this Ravens defense and you just got to continue to be concerned with how they perform on 3rd down situations. They can't cover the middle of the field, they can't get to the quarterback, and they can't make stops on 3rd down. That is the formula. That is a clear formula that's going to beat you. And Harbaugh's already got the flag out. He's already got the challenge flag out. He's already got the challenge flag out. He's already got the challenge flag out. We're a little over 5 minutes into this game, and this guy's got the challenge flag out. I am so tired of Harbaugh. Death, taxes, and Harbaugh wasting timeouts on dumb challenges. It's the same thing every week, bro. That's a completion. His knee is down. It's different if he would have fell out of bounds. His knee is down and he's still holding on to the ball. This defense is so sorry. Of course it is. Did you expect the defense to magically turn into the 2000 Ravens defense overnight? This defense has been sorry all season. They have shown you who they are. If a team shows you who they are, believe them. Why would you think they're going to change magically into some crazy... They've been like this all season long.
This is the last time you won't remember my name.
Wherever I go, they always ask, where's Waldo? Never, who's Waldo? Sometimes it takes someone who really knows you to make you feel seen.
It's just, of course, it's a wasted timeout. Harbaugh does this every single week. The fact that he won that challenge last week was a miracle. It's the same thing. Why is he throwing a challenge in that situation? Why? Just, oh my God, it's the same story every single week with Harbaugh, and ain't nothing changed. Which is why it's just so difficult to really have, I mean, they play like themselves against the Bills and Broncos. Dude, if you have, out of 9 games, they've had 2 good defensive games. The other 7, they've looked bad. You cannot say those 2 games is them playing like themselves, and the other 7 are just anomalies. That's not how that works. This defense is exactly what they've shown in 7 of the 9 games. In fact, those 2 other games where they stopped guys, those look more like anomalies than what we have normally seen. If this defense has struggled to stop anything consistently, why would you just make the assumption that, all of a sudden, these 2 games where they actually do good defensively, that's what the Ravens defense looks like? That's normally what a Ravens defense will look like, but that's not what the 2024 Ravens defense looks like. We got to be honest. This defense stinks. They could try to button it up however they want. They could keep saying it's an execution thing. The defense sucks, man. What's going on, Darth? The defense stinks. They don't suck. They stink. And Harbaugh wasting challenges already. The game just started and he's wasting a challenge for no reason. It's a dumb decision, dumb challenge, and now you've wasted the timeout. So hopefully that timeout doesn't come back to bite you if you need it, but in the 2-minute warning. Harbaugh continuing to do dumb things over and over again, and people just excuse it. People just excuse it. Wasting a challenge on the opening drive of the game. Let's just get the touchdown because we know they're not going to make a stop. Oh, look. Burrow overthrew Chase. Burrow really overthrew Chase. That's crazy. Well, Marlon Humphrey was there on the play. But Harbaugh wasting a challenge this early is just nasty. See, Marlon Humphrey just specifically needs to be on Jamar Chase. But Brandon Stevens can't even guard Yotsivas. He can't guard anybody inside. I kid you not. At what point do we just sit back and say, you know what? Brandon Stevens ain't working as an outside corner this year. Maybe we try to move him inside. Maybe put him in the slot. Maybe try him at safety and move Wiggins outside. I don't know. I'm just looking at Brandon Stevens. Oh, my goodness. Please don't tell me. Oh, my God. 2 timeouts wasted in the opening drive. And people defend this guy. 2 timeouts wasted on the opening drive. And people defend this. What's going on, noob? Oh, this is certainly going to be a game. Don't know what type of game this is going to be, but it's going to be a game. Literally, 2 timeouts wasted. It's the opening drive. The opening drive of the game. 2 timeouts have already been wasted. Lamar and the offense haven't even stepped foot on the field. And 2 timeouts have already been wasted. I mean, you just gotta love it. And we know the touchdown's coming. It'll probably be a slant, something to the inside, because they always leave the middle of the field open. Look. Burrow's really not going to get anything. Surprisingly, the Ravens hold up on defense on 3rd down. Now, Burrow's probably... Is he going to go for this? I don't think Burrow's getting off the field. No, they're going to go for this. They're going to go for this. Obviously, they're going to go for this. They're going to go for this. Because you're on the road in a hostile environment. You got to get a touchdown of this. Going up against one of the best offenses in football. You want to get points here. Now we got to see if this defense can actually make a stop. 4th and goal. They brought pressure on 3rd down and forced Burrow to run. I'm looking at Brandon Stevens at the top of my screen and just seeing a slant's going to beat somebody so bad. I'm watching Jamar Chase at the top of the screen against Brandon Stevens, and I just know it's going to be a nasty look. Oh, look, he's looking directly at Jamar Chase. Nothing's there. Burrow's actually going to get sacked. Oh, he had a wide open guy. Flag on the play. If this is holding, that's incomplete, and the Ravens get the ball. Burrow had a wide open receiver in the middle of the field in the end zone, and he couldn't hit it. If this is on the offense, that's going to be a turnover on downs. Brandon Stevens. Why? Oh, why? I knew it. Why do you keep having Brandon Stevens match up against top receivers? He can't do it. He literally can't do it. He's actively holding. It's embarrassing. Look at this. Look at this guy. Just embarrassing. Just scored a touchdown. Just scored a touchdown at this point. It's just embarrassing at this point. Touchdowns, Bengals. It's embarrassing at this point. Brandon Stevens has been awful this year. I'm tired of people talking about, well, he's in the vicinity. It's the same story with this guy. At what point do I start looking at the defensive coordinator and saying, hey, the guy's not doing his job. He's playing poorly. He keeps getting beat. Make a change. Put Wiggins on the outside. Move him to safety. Do something smart. They just went down. On 4th and goal, he gets called holding. And 2 timeouts was wasted on the opening drive. It's the same thing with Baltimore every single week. Harbaugh doing dumb things. Defense looking like trash so far this season. And it comes down to Lamar, Derrick Henry offense. Please come out here and save us. I mean, what can you do when a defense stinks like this? What can you do when you have a player that just continues to do bad? Everything wrong with the 2024 Ravens just showcased itself right now. The defense is soft. They can't get to the quarterback. They can't get off the field on 3rd down. They can't make stops in the middle of the field. Your corner in Brandon Stevens has been getting cooked all season. He's making idiotic mistakes. And then your head coach, not only does your head coach waste the timeout on a challenge, they don't even have the right amount of players set on the field. So they're forced to use 2 timeouts on the same drive. And this is the opening drive. It's the same story every week with the Ravens. And when we talk about this, fans think we're being negative. But you're seeing it here. How do you keep defending this? How? How do you keep defending this? They're not beating Kansas City playing like this. Dude, they're not beating Kansas City. Unless Lamar puts up 40 on that defense, they're not beating Kansas City. This defense stinks. They can say whatever they want in the media. They stink. They stink. They stink. They stink. And now I got to start looking, again, I'm going to start looking at Zachary Orr even more. Brandon Stevens can't hang on the outside. Get him out of there. Make the adjustment. Make the adjustment. Lamar will beat him. Well, let's see him do it. Let's see him do it. He's going to have to hang 40 because that defense ain't stopping Mahomes worth a damn. It's the trust 8. It's not about trusting 8. This is a team game, dude. If you can't stop anybody on defense, I don't care what your quarterback does. Lamar cannot be on the field to stop these guys from making mistakes. I can trust 8 all I want. But at the end of the day, if the defense isn't making stops, we're going to lose at the end of the day. Unless we happen to get a miraculous situation where we get the ball with 30 seconds left at the goal line, waste it to 5 seconds, score a game-winning touchdown. If you let the opponent get the ball in the final 2 minutes, we're going to lose the game. It can be a shootout all at once. At that point, you're just praying that Lamar gets the ball last because that's all you can do. It's not about trusting 8 or not. This is a team game. One guy is not going to beat a team. If your defense can't make stops, you're not going to win. You're not. You're not. Your defense has to do something. They've got to be able to make stops consistently. They're looking, I can see this team is really starting to look more and more like the 2018 Chiefs. They look like the 2018 Chiefs. They look like the 2017 Steelers. They can't stop nothing. Can't stop a nosebleed. They're that bad. If Lamar and the offense make a single mistake, they're going to lose a football game because this defense is horrible. This defense is horrible. We might as well put TJ Tampa out. They're never going to do that. They're just going to stick. We like our guys, so we're going to stick with them. Even if they continue to play like trash, we like our guys. Brandon Stevens is going to continue to be an outside corner. They're going to continue to put him on Jamar Chase, even though he can't handle it. Meanwhile, Marlon Humphrey is doing everything possible to shut down Jamar Chase, and we don't let that be the matchup. So now Lamar and the offense need to come out here and put up points because that's the only way. This is going to potentially be another shootout. The defense stinks. They can't stop. But when we mention these things, people think we're being negative. They want to ignore all these things that are clearly happening and just pretend it's not happening. Well, Lamar, here's the objective. You're going to have to score 30-plus points and you can't make a single mistake. You do that, you're probably going to lose the game tonight. If you can't score 30-plus and you make a mistake, you throw a pick, you fumble the ball, or somebody on the offense fumbles the ball, that happens, we're going to lose tonight. 1st and 10 here for the Ravens. Going to start off with some play action here. Lamar going deep. Lamar going for Bateman, incomplete. Defenders were all over Bateman there. That was a dangerous play right there. Gotta give credit. Bateman got behind the defense. He had a chance at it, but also the defender had a shot to try to pick that off too. But there's no way Bateman's not capable of making that type of catch. We know that for sure. 2nd and 10 here for the Ravens offense. They're going to give it to Derrick Henry. Henry going to push the line. Henry going to pick up about 6 yards here. 3rd down coming up for the Ravens. Really unfortunate that we have to just lean on our offense to score 30-plus points because our defense stinks. It's bad. The Ravens offense can't make a mistake in these type of situations. If they go 3 and out here, you're not going to give the ball to Joe Burrow for him to potentially go up 14-0. You really can't afford that early on. So, if anyone gets open, they got to make the catch and keep the drive alive. You got to get points on this opening drive. Yes, you get the ball come out at halftime, but you can't bank on that. 3rd down here, Justice Hill. That's a face mask. That's a face mask. Ugh. I don't know about that play call. I don't like using Justice Hill in these running situations. He's not good at that. Actually, that was close to a face mask. I don't think he touched the face mask. He's close, though. I don't agree with that play call on 3rd down. And now we're going to go 3 and out because they're not going to go for this on 4th down. So our Ravens offense goes 3 and out. Ay, that's great. I don't even know why you... On 3rd down, just put the ball in Lamar's hands and look for these receivers. I just don't agree with that play call. That's just not the best play call you could have got. Off to a rough start. Man, it's a classic Ravens game. Just get ready for some tomfoolery. Bengals go down the field, score on their opening drive. Ravens go 3 and out. It's the same story. Boy, every week with this team. Every week with this team. It is what it is, you know. I think I'm so used to it. It's just hard for me to even be mad. It's just how the Ravens are. Run the ball. Where's Henry? They gave it to him on 2nd down and then took him out on 3rd down. I don't agree with, if you're going to run the ball, again, they just, some of these decision makings, it's always questionable play calling. Sometimes with Todd Monken, it's always questionable play calling in some of these moments. 1st and 10, they're at their own 10-yard line. You would hope the defense can make a stop. Oh, look, play action. Oh my God, somebody got to Joe Burrow finally. But he got the ball out. It's going to be incomplete 2nd down. I don't know what that play call is. On these 3rd down situations, he just handed it to Justice Hill. Justice Hill is not the guy you go to. If you want to give it to Justice Hill, get him on the screen. If you want to give it to Justice Hill, get it on a screen. Justice Hill should not be running the ball. And Odafe Oweh was so close. He was so close to stripping that ball. Hey, man, Odafe, you can put it up like this, man. Talk about how close you were. You've been up close a lot. You've got to finish those plays. No one's going to care if you're this close. You've got to finish those plays. With the way this defense plays, you've got to get to him. And look, Joe Burrow's just running again. He's looking for somebody. He's going to fire it. And it's knocked down by Ardarius Washington. He might have had a chance to pick it. He might have had a chance to pick it, but that was he just wanted to knock it down. He didn't want it. It was a one-handed bat, just trying to get it. Just trying to make sure you just don't let that play get completed because Joe Burrow was trying to create something out of nothing. Good job on Washington for making the play there because he would have had a small chance of picking it off, but it would have been very difficult to see him pick that off. He just knocked it down. He wasn't looking to pick it off. He was just looking to knock it down. Let's say it again. Ravens struggle to get off the field on 3rd down. Ravens struggle to get to the quarterback. Ravens struggle to cover the middle of the field. Can they do it on this play? We'll find out. Bengals going to call a timeout here, though. Ardarius has been playing. Ardarius has been fine. Ardarius has been fine. He's played well when he's been out there. So credit to Ardarius Washington. He's actually looked nice when he's been out there. So I got to give him credit for that. 3rd and 10. Can you think can you see the Ravens making a stop? Do you think you're gonna get a stop from this Ravens defense here on 3rd and 10? If they don't make a stop here, they're gonna give up more points on this drive. Like he does this every single week with Harbaugh wasting these timeouts. I cannot believe we wasted 2 timeouts on the opening drive. Then the offense goes 3 and out, and now it's a 3rd and 10 here, and now you just hope the defense can make a stop and get the ball back to Lamar. But they have stunken on these downs. Do you know how many... I really want someone to compile the amount of times I've watched the Ravens give up big plays on 3rd and long. Here comes another big play given up on 3rd and long. Look! Whoa! Jamar Chase was wide open, and of course there's going to be a flag. There's got to be some sort of hold. There's no way Joe Burrow's not missing Jamar Chase like that. And now it's Nate Wiggins that got called holding. Yeah, that's a clear hold. That's a clear hold. Burrow missed that specifically because of the hold. So now pass interference on Wiggins. 1st down Bengals. Yeah, it's a good call there. Like it's tough for me to even be surprised by how bad this defense is. Again, I'm telling you, guys are watching the tomfoolery we're watching here. Do you guys want to lean in on hope so bad and think that's just gonna get them past these contenders? A toss to Brown, and Brown just breaks out of a couple tackles and then picks up 7 yards. Dead taxes and Ravens giving up 3rd and long. What else is it, man? It's just the same. It's just the same. Crowd chanting BS. They can chant whatever they want. That was a clear hold, so the pass interference call is correct. Like I said, man, it's just the same thing with the Ravens. I kind of just sit here with the Ravens in the funk. Dude, this is who the defense are. When are y'all going to realize this is just what the defense is? You can be the most optimistic Raven fan. Look at what you're seeing. This is who they are. Why do we got to keep pretending this is not who they are? This is who they are. Why do y'all just keep, every time they're playing bad, it's, oh, they're just not living, they're in the funk, they're not playing well. This is who they are. We're asleep right now. No, this is exactly what the Ravens defense is. If you want to say the Ravens offense came out sluggish, by all means, cool. But y'all keep acting like this defense isn't one of the worst in the league. They are. They've been that all season. We don't have to keep pretending that this defense is some elite unit that's just playing bad right now and they're magically going to turn it around. They've been bad all season. It's okay to admit that. It's the reality of the team. You hope they can perform better, but it's the reality of the team. And now all of a sudden they can't stop the run. This team is a joke. And another flag. What's this flag going to be for? Is this going to be on the Ravens defense, or are they going to call it offensive holding? They're going to call an offensive holding. You would assume with an offensive holding, they can actually find a way to take advantage of this and try to get Burrow off the field. The defensive coordinator is trash. You can sit back and say the defensive coordinator is trash, but at the same time, guys are not performing. We're watching Brandon Stevens stink up the joint out there. You're watching Brandon Stevens play bad. I repeat, you're watching Brandon Stevens play bad. You're watching this defense leave the middle of the field wide open. This is just what we're seeing. So again, you can sit back and say the defensive coordinator, and that's fine. I've had some complaints about him too. But we cannot pretend that the guys on the field aren't making the plays. You're seeing Hamilton make plays. You're seeing Humphrey make plays. But besides that, who else is making plays on this defense? Look at this. Look at this. Brandon Stevens just falls on the floor. He could have made the tackle. Instead, extra yards are picked up. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? What am I supposed to do with that? You can sit back and say it's Orr's fault, but when the defense is out there missing tackles, I've told you this defense does nothing well other than stop the run. They can't cover the middle of the field. They can't get to the quarterback. They can't tackle well, and they struggle to catch picks even when it's in their hands. So you're watching all of these things happen with the defense, and then you're sitting there and saying it's completely Orr. I'm not saying Orr's been great. Look at this, another completion to an open man, and it's just like, my God. I'd rather Brandon Carr than Brandon Stevens. It's the same story. They could very well be down 14 because they can't do anything. They can't get to Burrow. They can't cover the middle of the field. They can't make a stop on third down. They're poor with their tackling. I mean, it's going to be one of those type of games, bro. Thank God the Ravens get the ball coming out of halftime because that's the only thing that's going to keep them in this game. The offense cannot afford to make mistakes. They're going to start turning pass happy real quick because that third down call was not it, and they can't afford to be behind against this team. Third down and 2. Do you think they can get to Burrow? No. Oh, look, Brandon Stevens gives up another completion to Jamar Chase. I mean, same story. Why is he even out there at this point? He can't keep up with this guy. They keep showing this guy covering Jamar Chase, and he can't do it. Look at him. He's getting beat every time. I'm so tired of watching Brandon Stevens. He just stinks. He just stinks. This might be just as bad, if not worse, than what we were seeing from Marcus Peters. Like, he can't cover at all this year. He stinks. He just stinks. And I'm not even mad. It's just the reality that this is my football team, and they're just not going to get it done because this defense is horrible. Oh, my God. They just stink. They just stink. A 1st and 20, and they can't do anything. Like, again, it's just, I mean, they suck. They suck. They stink. They're awful. The whole first quarter is about to end, and they're about to go on a 90-yard drive, by the way. They're about to go on a 90-yard drive. They've had 20 plays for 115 yards and have taken up 10 minutes on time of possession. They stink. They stink. And the Ravens fans think we're going to make a Super Bowl with this team. This defense is terrible, man. You're just watching them play like trash. I mean, it's just awful. They're an embarrassment to the franchise. Ray Lewis is out. He's at the game, and he's watching this defense stink up the joint. Play action. Joe Burrow's got plenty of time to do whatever he wants. The receiver, the only reason that wasn't completed was because Josivas tripped. Nobody was near him. Oh, my God. These guys. It's the same story every week with this team. This defense sucks. Another third down, another completion coming up because they can't stop squat. 3:07 left. Third down and 3 here for the Bengals. I'm not even going to say the we already know what a completion's coming up. They try to blitz this dude. They can't get to him. They can't get to him. They can't get to him. He has all the time in the world to throw. Thank God somebody made a play. It was Kyle Hamilton that knocks the ball away. One of the two. You know the sad part is we have two great players on this defense. We have two great players on this defense. We have two great players on this defense. Marlon Humphrey and Kyle Hamilton. Quarterbacks know these are our two great players, and they rarely try them. Because when you try Kyle Hamilton or when you try Marlon Humphrey so far this season, it hasn't worked out much. Oh, they're going for a fourth down. They're going to get this. Please don't blitz. Please, I'm begging you not to blitz. You can't get to him even when you do blitz. Do not blitz. Do not blitz. He's got an open. He just overthrew his receiver. Joe Burrow just overthrew his receiver. His receiver had a step on the defender, and he just overthrew him. That's not a good throw by Joe Burrow. Ravens defense forces a turnover on downs. Offense coming on the field here. Burrow, his receiver had a step, but Burrow just overthrew it. Like, he just overthrew it. I don't even think pressure was coming. I don't think pressure was coming. So Joe Burrow took a chance there on fourth down and just missed. Oh my God, Jeff is having so much fun on Twitter. Jeff Zebrick saying this is like a 7-on-7 drill for Burrow. Absolutely, they can't get to him, and they just stink, man. Hopefully we can get our head in the game. Yeah, because getting our head in the game is gonna fix this awful defense. Unless you mean offensively, yeah. Offense, get your head in the game and go tie this game. But defense, you just gotta pray Joe Burrow misses a money ball like that. He just missed the money ball. I like how a lot of the questions I'm seeing on Twitter is why is Marlon Humphrey not on Jamar Chase? A lot of Marlon Humphrey should be on Jamar Chase. A lot of Brandon Stevens stinks. Please get Brandon Stevens off the field. It's embarrassing. Zach Ward needs to go. Offense might as well go for it every fourth down. No point in putting the defense out there. They're going to stop them from getting past midfield. Or they aren't going to stop them from getting past midfield. Brandon Stevens can't turn his head, and Zach Ward has no idea what he's doing. Yep, that's just how it's looking. Another why is Marlon not on Chase. They're letting them catch everything because they can't cover. Guys, I mean, what more do you want? I've said this all season. It's clear as day. You can keep saying they're letting them do this and do that because they've been like that all season. You've got a defense that can't catch picks. You've got a defense that can't cover at all, especially in the middle of the field. They leave that wide open. You've got a defense that can't tackle. They are poor tackling. They are poor tacklers as a team. Not everybody on the defense is a poor tackler, but as a team, they are a poor tackling team. They can't get to the quarterback. So they can't get to the quarterback. They can't tackle properly. They can't cover. And they can't catch picks. The only thing they do is stop the run. But teams know they're good at stopping the run. So what do? They air it out because they know they can get whatever they want against this deep. I'm sorry. I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm going to just leave it like that, man. I'm going to just leave it like that. Because repeating the same thing over and over again isn't going to do much. People are going to continue to get mad when this is just what the defense is. I don't think a change is going to automatically turn this defense into the 2023 defense. And we get a false start. Or a first-round exit with our defense. You better hope Lamar scores 30 points every single time. Great way to start off this drive offense. False start. Fa-Lele. I'm not even going to get on him. It's the same thing with the Ravens. It's hard for me to get pissed off here because I'm used to this. Like, how much anger can somebody continue to have? Like, I haven't had much anger at all this season because, again, it's just been the same story with the Ravens. This is just what they are. They just want to stick to their guns, and it's probably going to cost them. Derrick Henry's having a great season. Lamar's having a great season. It's ultimately going to cost this squad. Unless the Ravens offense scores 30-plus every game, I don't see how you're going to do anything special. First down, they're going to give it to Henry. I just don't get why Daniel's still out there. Because they're the Ravens, and that's John Harbaugh's guy. He's saying that we like what we see on film. They're not going to make the change. What's the point in talking about it every week? They're not going to make the change. Nothing's going to change. It's the same story every single week. We can keep back to, why is this guy out there? Why don't they make the change? Because they're the Ravens. That's just my answer moving forward. Because they're the Ravens. Because it's just tiring to continue to, get mad about these things when they just don't do anything. Play action. Lamar tosses it, gets it to Andrews. Andrews first down, Ravens into Cincinnati territory. Again, it's just going to come down to the offense. They got to go out there and play well. It just comes down to the offense. 1st and 10, Ravens. Great throw by Lamar. Great catch by Mark Andrews. Winning the matchup one-on-one. Lamar puts it over the top, and Andrews goes and makes the play. Great throw by Lamar. I said, Lamar has been fantastic throwing the ball this year. Ah, man. You got to get tired with this defense. They're actually going to try to... Oh! Lamar put a little bit too out there for Zay Flowers on that wide receiver screen. EDC's face, he can have whatever face he wanted. This is literally the decision he made. He didn't want to go get a pass rusher. This is the decision you're going to get. Lamar put it a bit too outside there for Zay Flowers. Could not connect. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Ravens really can't afford to not get points out of this drive, because I don't know if you're going to get Joe Burrow missing a shot like that on 4th down again. 2nd down and 10. Lamar takes a snap. Oh, look, Keaton Mitchell's here. Lamar rolling out of the pocket. Lamar looking. Nothing's there. Lamar just going to utilize the wheels, take off. He takes a hit. But he picks up a 1st down. Lamar utilizing the wheels to pick up the 1st down. Ravens going to continue moving the drive. Nice to see Keaton Mitchell back out there. Nobody was open, so Lamar is going to take off. But, man, that was an aggressive tackle. Oh, he didn't get the 1st down. So they're going to run it on 2nd down with Keaton Mitchell, and I don't think Mitchell got it. So there's a flag on the play, though. There's a flag on the play. If this is on the offense, by all means, they're going to turn this backwards. What's the flag for? Did they catch the defense with 12 men or something? Or was this on the offense? Yeah, they caught the defense with 12 men on the field. They caught the defense with 12 men on the field. Because with them going that fast, that means they caught the defense lacking. Yep, Pratt was still trying to get off the field when Lamar snapped the ball. Absolutely. Got it. So, yeah. Defense makes a stop, but a penalty is going to get called on the Bengals because Pratt was still on the field when Lamar snapped that ball. Because he saw it. He saw it. So 1st and 10 for the Ravens. We're in the final minute of this quarter. Ravens offense has not done much because they've had the ball for, 2 minutes now? Play action here. Lamar fires it. Caught. Zay Flowers making a play. Zay Flowers breaking tackles, picking up the 1st down. Zay Flowers doing Zay Flowers things. Zay Flowers is one of the best receivers in football right now. He's actually 4th in receiving yards so far. That might be the final play of this drive, unless the of this quarter, unless the Ravens want to do something else. Nice play action here. Saw Zay Flowers open, just delivered the ball to him, and Zay Flowers goes and makes the play to pick up the 1st down. Ravens, I'm telling you, Ravens going to have to start running things a lot more under center. It just makes things 1,000 times easier for them. This is going to be the final play of the 1st quarter. They're not even going to snap anything else. Ravens scored touchdown, 2nd quarter guaranteed prediction. I would assume they're going to score here. So is Ojabo's fault that he sucks, or is it the scheme, or is he just not giving enough opportunities? It feels like it's a mix. It feels like he's not giving enough opportunities, but at the same time when he's out there, he's not doing anything. And I don't know if the scheme that Zachary Orr is running is a reason why the defense, the front seven, is not getting to quarterbacks. I don't know if that's the reason or not. So I don't know. It could be a combination of all three. Under 7 Ravens is the best offense in football. They should do it a lot more. It just makes things easier for them. Anyway, 2nd quarter coming up. Ravens trying to tie the game here.
Choose the right coverage at a price that's right for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I'll let you take it. That's what we do. Homicide. He's a serial killer.
Hey.
So much of my past is out to get me. It's on me to keep this family safe. The only way to survive
Don't worry, EDC, Ravens Nation holding you accountable. I hope they do. 2 timeouts used in the first 5 minutes of the game. That was an awful first quarter, by the way. That was an awful first quarter. 2 timeouts wasted. 2 timeouts wasted in the first 5 minutes of the game. A holding call literally giving first down. Penalties literally helping out the opponents. I mean, that defense couldn't have played a worse first quarter. The only thing you could say is, hey, they held them on 4 down. But if you looked at it, Burrow just overthrew his receiver by a lot. And I don't know how he overthrew his receiver like that. His receiver had a step too, but he just overthrew him. When I saw him launch in and see the receiver had a step, I thought this was about to be a touchdown. But Burrow just overthrew him. Ravens offense has to score a touchdown on this drive. You can't settle for 3. You just can't. With the way this defense is looking, you cannot settle for 3. We said tonight was supposed to be a night where the Ravens defense tries to make a statement. I don't know about that. They've given up over 100 yards. In the first quarter, they gave up over 100 total yards to the Cincinnati Bengals in the first quarter. They got 3 quarters to try to tighten this up, I guess, and make a statement. But, man, that first quarter, you couldn't have had a worse first quarter situation, man. Just not a good look. Just not a good look at all. I wish he would have thrown it to Bate, but Zay got the first. Bate was not open by the time Lamar. Zay Flowers was wide open, and Bate had not completely gotten open on his route. So Lamar didn't even attempt to. He was still running his route, but Zay Flowers is wide open. So obviously, you see a wide open receiver, you just take what the defense gives you. 1st and 10. Lamar under center the way it should be. You can do a play fake here with Henry, or you can give it to the King. They're going to toss it to Derrick Henry. And look, Derrick Henry getting the toss gets him potentially the first down here. Does he pick up the first down, or is he short? I think he picks up the first down. They really need to start doing that with him more. Just line up under center and just run him with that. Did he pick up the first down, though? Oh, that's a missed tackle right there. I think he got it. Oh, he might be a yard short. He might be a yard short. Just where that foot was hit. Oh, he's 3 yards short. I'm definitely right. He definitely was short. They're going to toss it to Henry on 2nd down. And the Bengals defense does a good job stopping him. 3rd down coming up here for the Ravens. Low-key feels like 4-down territory just because I don't want this to be a 7-3 game. I don't trust the Ravens defense. I really don't. So a good stop for the Bengals. They make a stop on Derrick Henry on 2nd and 3. Back-to-back runs with him. 3rd down here. You've got to look to throw the football. You give Lamar Jackson some time to look for somebody. If you can't find it, Lamar can just take it himself, pick up a first down. Unless the offensive line just completely collapses on 3rd down, which could very well happen. Lamar's under center here for 3rd down, so this got to be a play fake. He is not handing that ball off. Yep, play action. Lamar tosses it underneath. Gets it to Justice Hill for the first down. Lamar can play on the center. Yes, he can. Where's Deontay Johnson? I don't know. They're going to give him some snaps here and there, so we'll see. Would you be streaming the Commanders and or Lions? Well, the Commanders-Texans, Commanders-Eagles Thursday Night Football game, I'm streaming that. I'm streaming that. And in terms of the Commanders Sunday game, I won't be home for that. So, yeah, the Thursday Night Football game next week between the Eagles and Commanders, I'm absolutely streaming that. But the Sunday game against the Steelers, I won't be here for that. 1st and goal. Lamar fires, open, touchdown, Aguilar. Ravens score a touchdown. Let me tell you, man, they need to use that. We need to talk about this a lot more. Ravens, this is a package they need to run a lot more at the goal line. They need to talk about this a lot more. This isn't really spoken of, but the Ravens offense needs to run this play a lot more. When they fake the run with Lamar, where it's like he takes a step, he starts running to his right like he's going to take off just to throw it. They did that a couple times. They did that in the playoff game against Houston. That's what likely got the touchdown. They've done it a couple times. That play is so effective because of the danger Lamar Jackson brings. They've got to run it. Ravens tied a game because the offense is the only thing good about this team, unfortunately.
She's joy. She's the rose. She's your people. She's your shot. Take it. She's to get in there. Even better, get out there. That's it.
I just hate the defense makes the offense work much harder. Hard to stay in the game. That just means you're in a bunch of shootouts. It is what it is.
Just choose. We craft cars for those who choose to do more than simply move.
So Lamar takes him down the field. They score a touchdown. They tie the game. 7-7 game here in Baltimore. Love what I'm seeing from the offense. You know, that opening drive, I didn't like that they went. I think on these third down situations, they really need to look to pass because Lamar has been cooking no matter what you've given him. They need to look to pass more on these third down situations. But, you know, it is what it is at the end of the day. Looking at the stats right now, Joe Burrow is 9 of 17, 93 passing yards. Jamar Chase has 3 catches for 39, so he's already doing his thing. Lamar, 4 of 6, 40 yards, and a touchdown now. Andrews got that 17-yarder. Zay Flowers has an 11-yarder. Nelson Aguilar with 6, and Justice Hill with 6. So that's just how it is right now. We'll see what this defense can do on the next drive. It'd be nice if the defense can just step up and play well. If they want to prove themselves, this is the opportunity to prove themselves. Lamar Jackson played under center college. Yeah, he played a pro-style offense in Louisville. He did that on the Bobby Petrino. So he can run any offense you really give him. It's not a difficult aspect. Just give him time to learn the offense, but he can run it. He can play under center. Yeah, Aguilar touchdown in the big 2024. Well, if you're going to leave him wide open, yeah, Aguilar touchdown. Here we go. Tied up at 7 apiece. The Bengals offense gets the ball once again. Joe Burrow in the offense coming out here looking to reclaim the lead. You just sit back, you watch, and you can hope that this defense somehow makes a stop. The only way I see a stop happening is if they pick off Burrow. I don't think they're good at making stops. Joe Burrow missing a money ball on third down. Oh, not on third down, on fourth down. That's just him missing it, which you're going to miss shots. You're going to take shots and you're not always going to connect with them. If this defense could just do something. Ray Lewis is out there. He's out there. He's at the game. Why are you playing like this against the... Like, if you were playing like this on the road, whatever. You've been bad all season. But don't let the legends be in the arena and you're looking this poor as a defense. Don't do... Oh, he fumbled the ball. Fumbled, recovered by Cincinnati. It's going to be second down. Wow. The handoff was clean, but Herbert just dropped the ball. He didn't cradle it. So that nearly was a disaster. Turnover right there gives Baltimore a prime opportunity. Yeah, that's a clean handoff by Burrow. Herbert did not, he just did not cradle the ball properly. That is one way you don't get snaps. I don't know if Herbert's going to be back out there, but he stay on the sideline. We'll stick with Chase Brown. That's what they're going to say. Herbert, they gave you a carry. You going to fumble on the first carry you get? Nah, buddy, stay out there. 2nd and 11, Burrow. Oh, my God, they finally... Okay, I'm so done. I'm so done. I'm so done. I'm so done. They can't get to this guy. What? Let me check this. Let me check this, bro. This guy, no. Am I going to have to add Joe Burrow to the list, or is our defense that bad? They had him cradled. They had him cradled, and they can't get him down. The defense had Burrow cradled, and they couldn't get him down. Joe Burrow is out here evading tackles like he's Josh Allen. Okay, 3rd and 11. Wow. I don't have any faith you can get to him. You better hope someone's not open in the middle of the field. Joe Burrow is evading tacklers. Please make the tackle. Please make the tackle. 4th down, they're going to have to punt the ball. They actually make a stop here on 3rd and long, and Cincinnati's going to punt the football. But they have this guy. He was dead to right. This man, Joe Burrow, is evading tackles like he's Josh Allen. I know Joe Burrow can be evasive and avoid some pressure, but there's no... They had him surrounded, and he escaped. Nah. This defense, oh, wow. We really don't have a pass rush. Burrow just had to throw it away. They could have had him down. It should have been 3rd and 17 or something. Or it could have been 3rd and 20. Here comes the punt. That should have been a set. Bro, they had him dead to right. Please don't mess this up. They're going to get the fair catch here, and the Ravens offense is going to come on the field with a chance to take the lead. They're going to start at their 15-yard line. Better hope the offense can score here because that's your only chance, man. This defense gets a stop, but wow. The pass rush got to do something. Bro, on the Brandon Stevens hold on the goal line, Jamar Chase grabbed the face mask. They didn't call it. There's nothing you can do about it. They didn't call it. They saw the hold first before they saw the face mask, and they just didn't see the face mask at all. Ravens defense at least gets them off the field because they do what they need to do and tackle. They tackled. So good on them for tackling. He almost picked it up, but good on them for tackling. Well done tackling, guys. You did your job. So you get the ball back to the offense, and let's see what the offense can do. There's no way. Adafe always awful. He just doesn't finish the play. He always gets there, but he never finishes the play, and that's just problematic. Nobody cares if you're almost there to get the sack. If you can't get the quarterback down, it's not going to matter.
Chunky is beefy. 21 grams of protein in this bad boy. You can barely contain all this power from me. Chunky, soup that eats like a meal.
Keaton to have an explosive run for first down. Pickup prediction. We'll see. They're gonna slowly integrate him. It's gonna take time. Don't expect them to come in and immediately just start getting it done. Seven game here in Baltimore. Ravens offense coming on the field for their 3rd drive of the game. And we'll just see how that goes. Yeah, taming the Tigers. Lamar is 9-1 against the Bengals. 50-plus rushing yards in 9 of 10 starts. Most by a quarterback versus one team in NFL history. Lamar's put up some crazy stats and crazy numbers against the or record-breaking numbers against the Cincinnati Bengals, you know. He's played well against them. In fact, he's probably done his best work against Cincinnati. It's Cincinnati, then Cleveland, and he hasn't done really much of anything against. Another false start. There's no way. Another false start to start the drive. This time, Stanley. Wow. I don't even know what he was doing. What did he hear? Why did he jump? Why did he jump? This is the 2nd time we got to start on a 1st and 15 situation. Line up under center and just give the ball to Derrick Henry again. Why did he jump? What? He saw movement. Oh, yeah, Lamar pissed. You can see that. He saw movement, but that's not enough for him to just go. Play fake. They're running the screen with Zay Flowers. The block was not there by Bateman, and that play gets cooked. Bateman has to make that block there, because if Bateman makes a block, there's open space for Zay Flowers to make the play. Bateman has to make that block. That's a play that they try to run sometimes, and it comes down to Bateman making the block, and this time Bateman did not make. He's got open space. Zay Flowers has open space to go pick up huge yardage. The play is there. Bateman just doesn't make the tackle. He gets beat. Not tackled. Bateman just doesn't make the block. He gets beat. Bateman has to block right there. If he does, you get the play. That's a 5-yard loss because you're already in 1st and 15. 2nd and 10, I'm going to just give it to Derrick Henry. Let him go get them yards back. And look, Derrick Henry getting some of them yards back. It's going to be a 3rd and long situation. Don't force the football, and you should be fine. Baltimore's offense is about to come punt if they can't convert this 3rd down. They might have a 3-and-out situation because you start off with a bad penalty, then Bateman whiffs on a block, which leads Zay Flowers, who could have picked up a 1st down and maybe more with his speed, but instead you get a situation where it's a 2nd and 20. You give it to Henry. He picks up 5. Now you're back to the 3rd and 15 situation. So if Lamar has protection, he's going to try to fire it downfield and make a play. If not, this is just going to die here. Empty backfield for Lamar Jackson. 3rd and 15. This might be a quick play here. I don't think they're going to... It's a 3-man rush. I think it's going to be something quick. They're going to run another screen with Zay Flowers. This time, he gets the yardage, but not much of it. You're going to have to punt the football here. They were not set up well at all. The second the second Bateman didn't make the tackle, the play died right there. So it's just not a good look. Sloppy offense. Stanley whiffing, getting a false start, and then Bateman not making the block. Sometimes you just going to have to make the smart play. And the smart play is don't put the ball in harm's way on a 3rd and 15. Punt the football. That's all you can do. So, again, it's one of those games. This is eerily similar to what we saw. It's eerily similar to what we saw in the game in Cincinnati. If we're going to be honest, this is eerily similar to the Cincinnati game because the offensive scoring didn't happen until the second half. They went into halftime, what was it, 17-14? So, you know, the explosion of 20-plus points from both teams happened in the second half. Either way, Burrow and the offense get to come back out there. Lamar and the offense didn't do much of anything, unfortunately, so it is what it is at the end of the day. Ah, boy, you get what you get. That was a bad series. The series started off poor. And you see Lamar on the sideline, he's talking about it. Lamar's on the sideline speaking his mind, man. He's pissed. Because it shouldn't have started like that. They're actively panning the camera on Lamar right now as he is just going off right now. Well, he's not going off. He's just sitting on the bench and just speaking his mind right now about what happened. But that was just bad. You cannot be having false starts to start the drive. It kills drives. And then you have a screen which could have been executed right, but what ends up happening? Your receiver doesn't make the block, and now it's 2nd and 20. So execution, bad penalties, you get what you get, man. 1st down and 10, they're going to run the ball. They're going to pick up about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up here for the Bengals. You're going to get what you get, man. You just got to hope the defense decides to play better. Like I said, as Ravens fans, all we can do is hope at this point. There's not much I could say. It's just a situation where we're just hoping. We hope the defense can make the stop. We hope the defense can get Burrow off the field. We hope the defense can create turnovers. But as a fan, the most simple thing, the simplistic thing you can do as a fan is to hope, because that's all you can have. You just hope they do something. Hamilton coming with the blitz. He knocks the ball down, incomplete. I swear, when they send Kyle Hamilton on that safety blitz, he does a good job at making the stop. He always bats the ball down. It's great that one of our 3 great players on the defense can actually do something. Well, at this point, it seems like 2. Because, I mean, other than Hamilton and Humphrey, who have you really looked at for the most part in totality of the season? Because Hamilton and Humphrey, I'm not going to lie, Burrow made me laugh. The way he looked around for the ball, he was like, oh. He was rattled. Where is it? Where is it? He was looking for it, man. 3rd down and 7. Extra protection here for Burrow because it looks like the Ravens are about to blitz. Pressure's coming. Can they get to Burrow? Oh, my God. They can't get to Joe Burrow. But he's short. He's going to take off, but he's short, so he's going to have to punt the football. I don't think they're going to go for it. I do not think they're going to go for it. They're inside their own 40-yard line. Oh, my God. They're going to go for it. He's going to go for it. Zach Taylor is going to go for this. Okay. Well, if they run the ball, you hope the run defense can make a stop. If they pass the ball, this could be a bad situation for us. If it's a fake, we're in trouble. Let's see how honest they are. They're going to go for it on 4th down at their own 40-yard line and take a risk here. It's 4th and inches, and he's in the shotgun. Oh, I got to see if they're actually going to go for this. That's interesting. I don't think he's going for it. I don't think... Oh, they ran a fake. They did a trick play, and I think he got it. They did a trick play, and I think he got it. They ran a trick play, and I think he got it for the 1st down. Yeah, I think they had their tight end. Run to the line of scrimmage and take the snap. Yeah, they were not ready for that. The defense was not ready. By the time somebody noticed, it was too late. 1st down Bengals. That's an aggressive style. If it's not 4th and inches, I don't think they go for it. Play action here. Not play action. Well, a little bit play action. Either way, somebody making a tackle. Marcus Williams actually making a good play. Making a tackle behind the line of scrimmage. It's playoff mode for some teams. It's playoff mode for a lot of teams right now that are fighting for a wild card spot. We're halfway through the season, and some of these teams, if you're a 3-win team, a 4-win team, you're fighting right now. So 3-win teams, 4-win teams, right now, they're fighting for their lives. So it's playoff mode for those teams. Like I said, the Bengals can't afford to lose this game. They can't go 4-6. Second down and 15, a 5-yard loss. Do you think the defense takes advantage of that? We'll have to wait and see. Burrow on 2nd and 15. He's in the shotgun here. He has, I believe that's Brown right next to him. Burrow's going to take the snap, fire across the middle, and it's dropped. You got to make that catch. Hudson, you just made the play. You just made the play on 4th down to pick up the 1st down. You got to make that catch. You got to make it easy for Burrow. You cannot afford to just sit back and not get that done. 3rd down and 15, man. I swear, sometimes it's because it's Thursday Night Football that all of a sudden guys don't know how to make plays. How does he drop that? It's in his hands. Catch the football. 3rd and 15. Oh, boy. This defense, man, are they really going to mess up on a 3rd and 15? That's going to be embarrassing. Ray Lewis is watching. Just don't commit a penalty, and you have a shot. Just don't commit. Everybody's so backed up defensively, and Burrow's going to take a shot here. Burrow is just going to run out of bounds. But he's going to be taken down before that happens. I don't know if that's going to count as a sack or not. Either way, Ravens defense making a play. Matabike, oh my God, I forgot he was on this team. It's the first time he's made a play in like a month. Matabike did something. When is the last time you've seen Nnamdi Matabike do something? I don't know if that's... Well, let me see. Does it count as a sack? He knocked the ball out of Burrow's hands too. So 4th down, Lamar getting ready to come back out there. Bengals going to have to punt. Brandon Stevens reminds me of Philip Gaines for how bad Brandon is. Brandon had that one game where he made Trevor Siemian look like Peyton Manning. That's not good. There's the punt. Wallace getting the punt. Oh, that bobbled a little. Scaring people. They're going to get at the 20. Ravens offense coming back in the field. 5.5 left to go in this first half. Lamar in the offense is going to try to go down the field and put points on the board. Because that's all you can hope for. Burrow's having a bit of a rough first half. You know, other than that touchdown drive, Burrow, 11 to 22, 97 yards, a passer rating of 62. He's dealt with some pressure. He's missed some throws, but his team has not helped him out with some drop passes. You could tell that their game plan is literally to just throw the football against this defense. So that counts as a sack. He did get him behind the line of scrimmage, so that counts as a sack. Matabike gets a sack on 3rd down.
Cincinnati and Baltimore really toe-to-toe. The sweetness of Cincy or the charms of Charm City. Chili on spaghetti, a blue crab from the bay. A monument to music or walks by the water. When you're looking for your next place to live, how do you find the perfect place for you? The Coldwell Banker Movie Maker is a free tool that lets you prepare.
Gotta see what the offense does on this drive. They have 5.5 left to go. They got a chance to take the lead here. You get the ball coming out of halftime, so if you can get a lead, you put yourself in a good position. So let's see what this Ravens offense can do with the football now.
Uninterrupted movie nights and more productive work days. Shop now and experience the joy of a Dell PC with built-in AI powered by Intel.
Did you get the Duracell batteries?
What's the matter? Batteries are all the same. Incorrect. Only Duracell is built different with power boost ingredients inside. Power boost ingredients are a unique blend of nickel and lithium. No other batteries have them.
That's supposed to be.
Can't wait for Black Friday? You don't have to at Kohl's. Shop amazing deals and save big on something for everyone. Plus, earn extra Kohl's cash and get 15% off some of your finds. At Kohl's.
It's time for Just for Kicks, presented by the all-new Nissan Kicks. The most accurate kicker in NFL history has particular specifications.
Let's see what this offense can do here. Thursday Night Football really brings out the worst in teams, man. Teams that usually should be balling and not making these type of mistakes end up making mistakes for no reason. Thursday Night Football's got to be a curse, man. A lot of teams don't play well on Thursday Night Football. It is what it is. It's got to feel like a curse sometimes. 1st and 10 for the Ravens offense at their own 20-yard line. Lamar under center here. Looks like they're going to try to give it to Derrick Henry, and there is Henry. Henry trying to get some space here, but the Bengals defense does a good job. Henry picks up a yard. Second down coming up here for the Ravens offense. 5:20 left to go in this half. Baltimore looking to take the lead and put pressure on Cincinnati to maybe try to do something before halftime, or at least get the lead. Or at least try to score here, get the lead, and maintain the lead heading into halftime. Because you do get the ball coming out. If they can get a 14-point swing, they put themselves in a good position. But they got a long way to go. They got a long way to go, and it comes down to executing. Empty backfield here for Lamar Jackson on 2nd and 9. Lamar takes the snap. Lamar fires across the middle. It is caught by Kolar. Just a simple 3-step drop back, a quick throw to the tight end to make it a 3rd and short situation. So a quick completion here to make it a 3rd down and 5 situation. Ravens have done well on 3rd and 5. Let's see if they can get it done here. Or will they go 3 and out? 3rd and 5. 4:15 left to go. Lamar takes the snap. Lamar looking. Firing downfield. He's got a man. He was going for Flowers. Incomplete. The defender makes the stop. Flowers was there. It hit the back of the defender. That would have been a tough throw. That's tough. Let me see what happened on that play. That's a good throw, but the defender just makes a play at the last second. Look at it. That's just a good defensive play. Flowers makes that catch, but that's a good defensive play. Can't even get mad at that one. 3 and out for the Ravens offense. See, welcome to Thursday Night Football, where nothing makes sense. Welcome to Thursday Night Football, where nothing makes sense. Lamar throws a perfect. That's a good throw. That's a good throw right there to Zay Flowers. They would have gotten right in his hands. But guess what? The defender, who's not even looking at the ball, happens to just smack the ball down. Offense is trolling right now. Buddy, I don't know what else to tell you. That play was there. Zay Flowers going to make that completion. But it's one of those situations where the defender's not even looking at the ball. He just happens to hit the ball as it's coming towards Zay Flowers' arms. There's nothing you can do right now. There's nothing you can do in that situation. Lamar took a shot down the field to Zay Flowers. It would have been there, but that's just a great defensive play. I'm not even mad at the offense. That's just a great defensive play. This is what you get on Thursday Night Football. Every time you expect a matchup to be grand, and it's going to be like, oh, this is going to be a shootout because of what they did early on Sunday. You say that, and then what ends up happening? All of a sudden, the offense can't do squat. And everyone's looking around like, both quarterbacks are elite. Why are they struggling like this? Like, Burrow's 50% completion percentage right now. He has a passer rating of 62. This dude cooked our defense, and right now, he's struggling to get anything going. This is so weird. This is what you get with these Thursday Night Football games. I swear, Thursday Night Football, and Lamar is going inside. I don't know what's happening. Lamar is going inside to get checked on or something. I don't know what's happening. Why is Lamar going inside? I have no clue, and now I'm concerned. Lamar just left the field. He's going inside for something. I don't know why. He wasn't limping. He wasn't showing anything, so I don't think he's in a bad situation. Hopefully it's a bathroom break. That'd be funny if it was. Burrow fires, caught, 1st down. Poop game. Hey, maybe he's got to go use the bathroom. Because, dude, he walked off. He wasn't limping. He's back. So what did he go in? What did he go inside for? They literally showed him going inside the lock. Did he just go to pick something up? What did he go do? What did he go do? So confused there. What did he go do? But he went inside. That was 20 seconds, bro. That's funny. But that was 20 seconds. I think he went to go pick something up. Burrow's 12 of 23 right now. That is crazy. They're going to run this ball on 1st down. They're going to get some good running yards here. Yeah, he's back, bro. He went inside. I guess he went to go pick something up and came right back out. All right. Both defenses are actually playing a lot better this time around than they were last time. And the plays are there to be made. They're just not getting any connections. 2nd down and 6 here. Burrow's not having the prettiest of games, and Lamar's had the opportunities there, but you get a situation like you just got last time, and it's just like, okay, whatever. Literally, the ball was about to hit Zay Flowers right in his hands. And what do you get? Play action here. He's going to check it down. Tackle is not made before he gets the first down. Offense be trolling on primetime home games. I don't know what to tell you, bro. That throw on third down was supposed to hit Flowers right in the hands. And somehow the defender, who's not even looking at the play, just gets his hand out like this. Ball hits the hand. Like, it's that type of luck that makes you look at Thursday Night Football and say, why do we play these games? Why do we play Thursday Night Football? Everything's so weird when we play on Thursday Night Football. It's just nasty. It's so nasty watching watching teams play on Thursday Night Football. It don't make no damn sense. It don't. Really don't. 2-minute warning. It's a 7-7 game, 2-minute warning. People thought this would be a shootout. Next thing you know, you get a situation like this. It's not that different from the first matchup. So the second half is where the offensive explosion happened for both teams. We'll see what happens in the second half. But 2 minutes left. The Bengals are currently at the Ravens' 49-yard line. If the defense is going to make a stop, they got to make a stop quick. At the end of the day, I just want to give our offense a chance to go put some points up. Because they're just going to run the 2-minute offense. And we'll just let Lamar go out there and do his job in the pocket. I'm not the happiest with some of the play calling decisions we've seen tonight. But hopefully Todd Monken does his job and mixes up in the second half. It'd be smart for him to mix it up at halftime. Like do that, mix it up at halftime, and let's see if we can come out with a bit of a different approach.
Nearly perfect. Needs more vanilla. Right. So it's like 97% there. Like Geico. Excuse me? Well, you know. No, Andrew, I'm not. It's just because they have a 97% customer satisfaction rate. Now try this.
Ah, man, it's one of those type of games. Both teams have had opportunities to try to seize control of this game early on. We haven't seen much of anything. It's just Thursday Night Football, man. Thursday Night Football be doing this all the time. You would think one thing would happen, but then you get the other things. Like two top-tier MVP candidate quarterbacks, two high-scoring offenses. You would assume, hey, man, they're going to go out there and do their thing. Instead, you get a situation where plays are just not being executed. And the most craziest situations happen. Well, time to hope the Ravens defense makes another stop, but I don't know. Two minutes left to go. 1st and 10 at the Ravens' 49-yard line. Joe Burrow and the Bengals looking to take the lead just before halftime. They got to put points up here with Baltimore getting the ball come out of half. Burrow fakes the handoff. Burrow fires across the middle. It is caught by Jamar Chase. First down. When in doubt, target the middle of the field because Brandon Stevens, when he's getting covered by Jamar Chase, can't do squat. Worthless. Yet let's keep on having him guard Jamar Chase because that's working out so well. Like, I don't understand how you continue to see a guy get cooked by one dude and you don't make the adjustment. Why is he still covering Jamar Chase? They're willing to die on this hill. And come playoff time, DeAndre Hopkins is going to cook Brandon Stevens. Or it may be Amari Cooper. Or it may be Coleman. Who knows who you're going to face off against? Or maybe we face off against the Steelers and George Pickens takes Brandon Stevens to school. I don't know. 1st and 10 at the Ravens' 41-yard line. Burrow takes a snap. 1:15 left to go. Fires across the middle. And Kyle Hamilton is down and he's hurt. Kyle Hamilton is down and he's hurt because we can't get anything. We can't have anything. Kyle Hamilton is down and he's hurt. He's hurt. He can't even put pressure on. I don't know if it's his leg or his knee. And he just touched his knee. What happened? I don't know what happened. His knee. Something gave out. And now Hamilton is down. And now you just lost your all-pro safety. Probably for the rest of this game. It's every week with this team. Now you just gotta pray. Prayers up to Kyle Hamilton. He's hopping on one leg. It's his ankle. So the Bengals are going to score a touchdown here. And the Ravens are going to have some time to try to do something with the ball, I guess, before halftime. Funny how the only good Thursday Night Football game we got came out of the NFC South between the Bucs and the Falcons. That's just how Thursday Night Football always works. You look at the stars, you're like, oh, they're about to shine on Thursday Night Football. Nope.
Real weird.
They don't get to shine on Thursday Night Football. All of a sudden, nobody can execute at all. And it's just like, okay, but why though?
Hey, so I wanted a credit card to grow my credit. Now, Experian. Can't we find credit cards with no ding decline? Now, these cards won't ding my credit if I'm not approved.
No ding?
No ding.
No ding?
Get the free Experian out today.
Sure. That's the one.
I believe your next 3 games are at Pittsburgh, Chargers, and Eagles. Yep, Steve is going to get cooked. Probably. Hamilton became one of my favorite players to watch in the league. Yeah, it's going to be a big loss. He's one of the 2 great defensive players you have. It's Humphrey and Hamilton. Without them, the defense looks significantly worse. You can't afford to lose either one of them. Now we got to rely on Marcus Williams to hold it down. Our Darius Washington's been solid, but if Kyle Hamilton's done for the night, you're going to have to rely on those guys. Oh, God. We can't catch a break, man. We know a touchdown's coming, bro. I'm just hoping. I'm hoping. Oh, wait. We can't do anything because we only have 1 timeout. I forgot about that. I'm sitting here saying I hope we can get the football back to try to do something before halftime. We have 1 timeout. We have 1 timeout. We have 1 timeout. What are we going to do with 1 timeout, guys? What are we going to do with 1 timeout? Even if they make a stop and hold them to a field, what are we going to do with 1 timeout? Just get back to this so they can put points on the board and we can get ready for halftime. Hamilton walking off the field. He's limping. It seems like it's the ankle. It seems like it's the ankle. It is definitely the ankle. I'm seeing the replay now. He tweaked his ankle. He connected with another one I think the receiver, one of the Bengals players. He connected with them and got hurt. So he tweaked his ankle. I don't know how that's going to affect him down the stretch. I don't even know if he's going to be back in this game. Either way, 1st and 10 at the Ravens 20 or 19-yard line. Minute 9 left. We have no timeouts, by the way. I just realized that. We have no timeouts. Flag on the play. Incomplete, but I'm pretty sure we jumped. I'm pretty sure we jumped. That looked like a jump. That's going to be on the defense. That looked like a jump by the defense. Adafeowe jumped. Adafeowe jumped. Adafeowe just clearly jumped. I don't think Marcus Williams has been the same since the Minneapolis Miracle. That was his rookie season. Y'all keep saying he hasn't looked the same since the Minneapolis Miracle. That was his rookie season. That was 2017. That was his rookie year. So if you're saying he hadn't looked the same since his rookie season, then there should have been no reason why we got him in the first place. He improved after that. So no, stop saying that he hasn't looked the same since the Minneapolis Miracle. That was his rookie year in the league. So it's not the same story. Burrow's got all the time in the world to go get the touch. Oh, he got picked off! Did Brandon Stevens actually make a play? Did Brandon Stevens actually make a play? Oh my God, Brandon Stevens actually made a play. They're going to take a look at this and see if he really got the pick. Did he get it in bounds? Did Brandon Stevens actually make a play? Did he just pick off Joe Burrow? With a minute left, Ravens can do something. Did Stevens really just make a play? After being cooked in the entire first half by Jamar Chase, Brandon Stevens finally made the play. Oh, that's not even Jamar Chase. He just jumped a different play. Which, by the way, if Brandon Stevens doesn't make that play, that's a touchdown that's given up by Marcus Williams. Marcus Williams did not get there fast enough. Brandon Stevens just happened to be there. That's the knee down. Oh, wait, no. They're going to review this. The knee was not, is the shin down? Ooh, nah, that's not a pick. That's not a pick. If the shin is down, it could be a pick. That's not an interception. Brandon Stevens nearly made a great play. Unfortunately, it's not going to count. This poor guy's been getting cooked all game. He finally makes a play. That's not going to be an interception. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Oof. Oof. I thought Brandon Stevens got to make a play. Nope. He does not get 2 feet down. If the shin is down, it's different. The knee was not down. The shin was not down. One of the feet is down, but the other is not. That is not an interception. That will be ruled incomplete, and Joe Burrow will be just fine. I thought he just made the play. Man, that's rough. Brandon Steve's been getting cooked. It would have been great if he would have made that play. They're going to rule it incomplete. He did not get both feet in bounds. The one time, bro, come on, can't even blame anyone. Not even him, because it's just how the body lands. It's unfortunate. He read it right. He's been getting cooked all game. He read it right. He jumped the play and made a great effort. He just didn't get both feet down. It's been like that all season for the Ravens, man. They're in position to make plays, but it just doesn't go their way. Either they drop the ball or it just doesn't go their way. So you had a chance to get a pick and then give your offense the ball with a minute left. That's not going to be ruled an interception. I will be shocked if the officials take a look at this and say, yeah, he gets the pick. This shouldn't take long. It should be ruled incomplete, and the Bengals offense should come back on the field. In fact, probably when we get back from commercial, the Bengals offense will be back on the field. I was so surprised. I was surprised. I could not believe he made that pick. Because he was guarding Jamar Chase. I'm like, did he just pick off Burrow while guarding Jamar Chase? There's no way. It was like, nah, he just jumped the play. Brandon Stevens was about to give up a touchdown. And Stevens saw it, made the play, but unfortunately his feet's not down. That's got to hurt, man. Imagine that. You're getting cooked all game. You finally make a play, and then it's not going to count just because you don't have both feet down. And you can't even get mad at him. Give him credit for just making the effort to make the play. Yep, incomplete pass. Both feet. The knee was not down. And, you know, he did not have both feet down. So it's an incomplete pass. The interception. By the time that second foot got down, he was already out of bounds. That's so unfortunate. Brandon Stevens nearly makes the play. Instead, you get this. So, with a minute 1 left, Cincinnati's probably going to get the touchdown. Unless Burrow throws a pick again. Or a potential pick this time. Oh, that's got to hurt. Burrow. He's going to get sacked. 3rd down coming up here. What's going on, Josh? Matabike's got another sack. Is he finally doing something? Is he finally doing something? By the way, we're not going to get anything going, man. We could have had a chance to do something with the ball. We're not getting anything going. It's just the Ravens defense going to make a stop. They're going to settle for 3, unfortunately. Or they get a touchdown here, and Baltimore is going to be down heading into halftime. Because the clock's just ticking right now. Baltimore, John Harbaugh's idiocy wasted all the timeouts, so they can't even do anything with the ball. Cincinnati's the one that's calling a timeout with 44 seconds left. Can't even do anything with the football here. 13 straight regular season game with 2+ sacks. Longest active streak in the NFL. The Ravens defense. That's so weird how they're getting all these sacks, but they struggled. How are you getting all these sacks, but you're not? How are you getting all these sacks, but you're so poor in pressures? That doesn't make sense. This defense doesn't make sense. Something is broken fundamentally. I don't know what it is. How can you get all these sacks, but you're struggling with pressures? That doesn't make sense. The numbers are there. The numbers are there. 3rd and 5 across the middle, caught. 1st and goal. They're going to score a touchdown here. Yeah, the call was already reversed. They're going to score a touchdown here. 1st and goal, 36 seconds left. Bengals going to utilize their final timeout. They're going to have a chance to score a touchdown here. Baltimore's just going to go into halftime down 7. Unless somebody can make a play for a pick. The Ravens' inability. And once again, it was on Brandon Stevens. Brandon Stevens stays giving up the inside. Man, he really needed that pick because he's been receivers have just been cooking him off the line of scrimmage. Look at this, and he nearly touched his face mask. Oh my God. So now he doesn't get that pick, and now Brandon Stevens is back to getting cooked. They can't cover the middle of the field to save their lives. If Brandon Stevens is going to keep getting cooked, can somebody give him some help over the middle of the field so that they stop leaving that spot open? Why is nobody giving help over the middle of the field? And now Jamar Chase is on Brandon Stevens. Lord have mercy. Let me take my glasses off. I don't even want to see this. He has a wide open man. Look! Touchdown. Defense gives up a touch. Man, I'm not even surprised. 10 plays, 73 yards, 332. Is anyone surprised? Everything I said about Roquan said being in Rex Ray Lewis, I take it back. I don't know why you even said that in the first place. Even when he was balling out last year. I told y'all to pump the brakes on that. Y'all just trying to, y'all need to stop with these statements. Our defense is garbage, and you're surprised? Y'all need to stop with these statements, man. Y'all are just setting yourselves up. Stop living in the moment. Please stop living in the moment. I beg you guys to stop living in the moment. Y'all see them playing great, and you want to say they're the next this, next. Stop living in the moment. Do yourself a favor. Stop living in the moment. Stop living in the moment. 30 seconds left. Do the Ravens want to attempt to do something with this? I don't know. You may want to see if you can make it a 14-10 game, but you also get the ball coming out of halftime. So it's just like, what do you do here?
They're just kind of bracketing him. So that takes a look at Joe's eyes. He's looking left. Now Hudson's out here. Watch how Hudson just sits in that soft spot of his own. He's just squaring up to Burrow and just settling in.
There's multiple receivers open. There's multiple receivers open. Oh, somehow the Ravens defense lost him. The Ravens defense been doing this all season, buddy. They are bad. They are really bad. Well, you got 30 seconds left. Does the Ravens defense, does the Ravens offense even want to attempt anything, or is Lamar just going to take a knee and we're going to go into halftime? I don't know how aggressive the Ravens offense wants to be here. I'm dead serious. Do you want to take a risk with 30 seconds and no timeouts? I don't even think you want to. Let's just go into halftime. You get the ball coming out of half. I mean, I would love to see them try to orchestrate something in 30 seconds, but it's not going to be a situation like the Denver Broncos. I don't think this defense is about to give up a touchdown in the final minute. Let the offense come out here, take a knee. We'll go into halftime down 7 because this defense is, well, this defense. You're going to start at the 30, but I mean, 30 seconds left. It depends. Does Lamar want to try something, or are we just going to go take a knee? Because you're only going to have a few plays. Kyle Hamilton is questionable with an ankle injury. Fantastic. I doubt he comes back. I don't think they're going to put him at risk. If he was out there, we'd probably make the stop. 30 seconds left. Are they going to take a knee? They're going to try to do something here with 30 seconds. I think they're going to try to get into field goal range. There's only so many plays you can run with 30 seconds. All I say is don't put the ball in harm's way. Let's just not put the ball in harm's way. 30 seconds left. Let's not put the ball in harm's way. Lamar checks it down. Nothing really there. You pick up a couple yards with Andrews. Second down. 4 seconds taken off the clock. They're trying to get into field goal range. Offense has not done much of anything in this half because they've rarely had the time of possession. And the few times they've gotten the ball, they've kind of gotten slowed down. So we'll see what happens in the second half. I mean, it's that type of game. Just be happy the Ravens get the ball come out of half so the offense could try to tie this game up. 2nd and 7, Lamar. Pump fakes. Fires across the middle. Nearly picked off there. You guys just want to go into halftime? You just want to go into halftime, guys? You just want to go to halftime? Let's just not continue this. Harbaugh needs to retire. They just know. Pass happy. Kevin, they can't run the ball here. There's 30 seconds left with no timeouts. They can't run the ball here. I don't even know what this comment is. Harbaugh wasted the timeouts. There's 30 seconds left with no timeouts. You can't possibly run the ball in this situation. There's nothing you can do. You can't run the ball in this situation. 3rd and 7. There's no way they're going to try something. With 3rd and 7, here comes the blitz. Lamar pressures, floats it, gets it to Andrews. Andrews picks up the first down and more, but there's 13 seconds left and a flag on a play. If this is on the defense, could it be roughing the passer, or is this going to be a holding call? Is this on the offense or the defense? If it's holding on the defense, so it's going to be declined 1st down. Ravens got 13 seconds left. I just wanted to get your attention, I guess. I mean, like, they're not gonna, obviously they're not gonna do anything in terms of running the ball in this situation. They're trying to get into field goal range. As long as you can give Tucker an attempt, you could try to make this a 14-10 game, I guess. 13 seconds left. You have to get out of bounds here. They're around midfield. You can get maybe 2 plays, but you've got to target the boundaries. You cannot get tackled in bounds. You can get a good 20 yards here, and you'll have a shot. Lamar, over the middle. There's Deontay Johnson. Deontay Johnson did not go out of bounds, and that's going to end the half. No, that's it. Deontay Johnson did not get out of bounds, and that's going to end the half. That's one way to get it. Just a terrible. Lamar's so pissed off. Yep, this Ravens offense ain't done much of anything in the first half. So Ravens receive the kickoff coming out of halftime. Ravens better pick it up offensively in the second half. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, I gotta go and handle some stuff. I'll see you in the second half. Why did we trade for Deontay Johnson? I guess you make that assumption after one play. Sure. I'll see you guys after halftime. All right, second half here. It's tough to get excited when you're watching this crap. 19 straight game with a touchdown pass, longest streak in Ravens history. That's cool. Trailing, first time trailing by at a half by more than 3 points since 2022 Week 18, which was the Steelers game. That's fun. You always get something new. Such a weird game to watch so far. Whatever it is whatever it is. No. Let's see what happens. Second half football here. Need that timeout Harbaugh wasted. What else is new? 51 yards, not very MVP-ish. I don't give a damn about the MVP, dude. I don't care. I don't care. I'm trying to watch my team try to win a championship. I don't care about the MVP. Give it to whoever you want. I don't care. I don't care. Nobody in Baltimore cares about that MVP. Trying to focus on winning. We don't care about the MVP, dude. We don't. Nobody cares about that stupid trophy right now. First and 10 for the Ravens offense. They got to go look to tie the game because they're down 7. 102 total yards in the first half. Fewest in the last 2 seasons. That's not what you want to see from the Ravens offense. Love to see that happening on a Thursday night football game, though. Every time we play on a short week, it always... I'm telling you, Thursday night football is so poison. It ruins so many matchups, bro. I swear it should be great games. But it doesn't end up turning out how we want it to be. First and 10, Lamar under center here. Play action fake. Lamar sees the defenders coming. He's going to slide, pick up 5 yards. Flag on the play. What's this going to be? More and more penalties. Someone's going to get called for a holding, and that's just going to start the drive off on the 1st and 20. Same story with the Ravens every single week, man. And, of course, it's Falele. I mean, why not? It gets tiring watching this team do the same things over and over and over and over again. Like, you just don't have the energy to be mad. It's hard at this point to have the energy to just be mad. It's hard. It's hard to have the energy, man. It's hard. Just grabbing on the jersey. It's just, it's clear as day it's going to be a hold. 1st and 10 turns into 1st and 20. Lamar, deep drop back. Lamar having to dodge defender. Lamar's got time. He's kind of just standing there. Nothing's there, and Lamar's just going to take off at this point. Just nothing there. Just nothing there. 1 yard pickup, 2nd down coming up here. Nobody's coming back to the ball. And by the time somebody does, it's already too late. It's cool Lamar breaks a tackle, but nobody's open and nobody's coming back to the ball. And they're telling Lamar to run. Lamar don't want to run. He don't want to run. 2nd and 19. They probably going to pass this one again. Yep. Lamar standing in the pocket. Nobody's open. He tosses it down the field, and the receiver falls. It's Deontay Johnson. 3rd down and 19. It's always a Thursday night football that just kills this team. How the hell did Deontay Johnson fall down? He just fell. He just fell. And the ball was right there for Deontay Johnson. He just fell. The first down, the play's right there for Deontay Johnson to make, and he just falls down. That would have been a completion. He just falls down. Joe Burrow's getting ready to go out there. 3rd and 19. Ain't nothing happening here. 3rd and 19. Flag on the play already. What's the flag for? What's the flag for? What's the flag for? I don't want to watch this anymore. It's just disgusting football. A play is there to be made, and the receiver just falls to the ground. A play is there to be made, and the receiver just falls to the ground. This is about to be the 2021 game against the Dolphins. Lamar has a lot of time in the pocket. He's getting a ton of time, man. And nobody's getting open. And then when they get open, guess what happens? They fall. Deontay Johnson he realizes Lamar's got time, buying time. Lamar sees him buying time. He throws it to him, and guess what? Deontay Johnson falls. And the ball just, boom, right there. The ball just falls right by Deontay Johnson in a situation where he would have caught that and picked up the first down. So we don't run the ball anymore? I don't know, dude. Y'all asking me these questions like Lamar ain't MVP. That's cool. Lamar doesn't have to be MVP. MVP, no MVP. Nobody gives a damn about that stupid trophy. Stop talking about it. And we of the Ravens flock do not give a damn about that dumb trophy. Stop talking about MVP. We don't care. He's got 2 of them. That doesn't help us. We don't care about the MVP. Stop talking about it. Every week is Lamar the MVP. Give it to Goff. Go give it to Jared Goff. You see what he's doing in Detroit? Go give it to my main man, Jaden Daniels. You see what he's doing? Go give it to one of those guys. Oh, look, Jamar Chase streaking down, and nobody's going to touch him, and Jamar Chase is just going to go score a touchdown. This defense stinks. This defense stinks. And now it's going to be another one of the situations. It's got to come back down double digits. Just first play, nobody even touches Jamar Chase. Nobody even touches Jamar Chase, man. Nobody touches Jamar Chase. They lost him. Jamar Chase just left wide open. Nobody gets a tackle on him. Nobody can touch him. Jamar Chase touchdown. I just want this second half to be over. I got work in the morning. I'm not here to deal with the Ravens nonsense. I'm not. Down 14 now at home. I'm not here for the nonsense. I got work in the morning. I don't want to deal with this. The defense sucks and the offense is doing nothing today. Whether they come back and win or not, it don't matter. I got work tomorrow. I want this to be done. Bro, MVP, honestly, I don't care who the MVP is. Give your mother the MVP. Give your father the MVP. Give the MVP to the refs. Give the MVP. Stop talking about the MVP. Nobody cares about the MVP. Teams are trying to win games. Burrow couldn't give a damn about the MVP. He's trying to get this team to the playoffs. They're under 500 right now. Nobody cares about the MVP. Every time a plays again, he's the MVP. Nobody cares about the trophy. Stop talking about the MVP. Nobody cares. Guys are out there trying to win. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Stop bringing it up. Nobody cares about the MVP. These guys don't play this for the individual trophies. They're trying to win something significant, which is a title. Burrow's trying to get his team back to 500. He don't care about the MVP. Stop talking about it. I just want this to be over, man. It's another one of those days where the defense can't make a stop. It's another one of those days where Todd Monk and the play callings just lost their head. And it's going to be another one of those days where either they're going to have to pull a comeback, which with this defense, good luck with that, or they're just going to get beat. Either way, I want this to be over. I want this to be over. Have a good night. If you want to leave out early, my mans, I'll see you later. Take care. I'm not doing a recap. No, I just don't want to do a recap after this. One of those nights, if they can cut down on the penalties. It's always if with the Ravens. It's always if with the Ravens. Steelers fan here enjoying this AFC North game. That's good for you, man. That's good. Feel free to enjoy it. I got work in the morning. I'm not going to stress over this game. I'm just here till it gets done.
Giving without expecting something in return. Giving that's possible through the power of Dell AI.
It's the same thing with this team. And people will ignore it because when the team's winning, no one wants to address the issues. When the team is losing, everyone wants to sit back and now talk about the things. When we talked about the offense, and when we talked about the team being one of the worst teams, or being one of the highest penalized teams, when we bring that up, nobody cares when we're winning. But now we're losing, and everyone wants to talk about the penalties. When we talk about how poor this offensive line has been at times, no one cares about it when we're winning. Everyone wants to talk about when we're losing. When we talk about the defense and how poor it is, nobody cares when we're winning. Everyone is. And then when you bring it up, it's, oh, you're negative. You're negative. Nobody gets a single hand on Jamar Chase, and just like he did last time he faced off against him, he just runs into the end zone. Keaton Mitchell, go get yourself something, man. He gets smacked at the 27-yard line. Like, nobody touches Jamar Chase. Nobody touches him. He just beats whatever. I don't even know who was covering him. Just beats the corner easily, and then nobody touches him. Not a single hand on him. It's like, look at this. Marcus Williams makes a half-ass attempt, but just puts his hands out. I don't think he cares. Does he care? Does anybody care? It's the same story. Cincinnati's probably going to win this game. Defense can't stop a nosebleed. Offense is looking like trash right now. They're going to run it with Derrick Henry. Hey, still a whole... You forget. They scored so quickly. There's still a whole half of football that has to be played. There's still a whole half of football that has to be played. There's 13 minutes left in the third quarter. So much time left, and we got to sit here and deal with this. Win or lose, this doesn't take away from it. Because if they come back and win the game, everyone's just going to sit back and pretend the issues aren't there. So if they lose this game, people will sit back and say, oh, these are the issues that's going to keep them from winning that championship. But if they win and come back, it's like, oh, look at them coming back double digits. Look at the adversity. And it's like, well, the issues are still there. We're just going to ignore them? I guess so. 2nd down and 6 here. They're going to hand the ball to Derrick Henry, and Henry's going to get stuffed because nothing seems to work tonight. Offensive line can't block tonight, so it is what it is. Look at this. Just nothing there. The offensive line can't even create anything. Can't create no gaps. Derrick Henry getting pushed back. 3rd down coming up here, and again, if they can't convert this, that's another punt, and you're already down 14 at home with a defense that can't stop a nosebleed. 3rd and 4. Lamar. Pressure's coming. Fires. Caught. Bateman picks up the 1st down. Lamar literally having to make plays left and right. Teams coming back is nice, but like, you shouldn't be down in the first place. The win is nice, but there are still issues. There's so many issues with this team, man. And people just ignore it because Lamar's having a great season. Derrick Henry's having a great season. The offense is putting up points. The defense is one of the worst in the league. You see Burrow carving up this defense. Mahomes can do the exact same thing, but no one wants to talk about that. Screen to Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers picks up a few yards. 2nd down there. You would think Kyle Hamilton's done for the night. What else is new? One of your 2 best players is gone for the rest of the game. And obviously, did you see how the secondary was so poor? Nobody can get to him. Having no Kyle Hamilton is just going to make the defense worse. Oh, look, another penalty on the offense. I'm so surprised. It's just penalty after penalty after penalty. Now Makari can get in on this. Those poor fans that went to the game, I feel so bad for y'all. Those poor fans, man, I feel so bad for y'all. Yet another penalty. Yet another penalty. So now it's going to be, what, 1st and 15? 1st and 15. God, I want to go to sleep. Empty backfield for Lamar Jackson. He takes a snap. Pressure's coming. He's dodging defenders. He's just going to have to throw it in the dirt. Because every time he takes a... just disgusting football. It's going to be one of the worst games they play all season. They can't move the ball. They can't protect him. Nobody's open. We have no checkdowns all of a sudden. And it's just nasty, disgusting football. Since when is the Bengals secondary the best in football? Since the Ravens decided to play like trash today? Y'all be asking these questions like y'all don't see what happening. You're clearly watching the offense play terrible. Like, y'all are watching the offense play terrible and you're questioning why the defense is doing their job. Because the offense is playing terrible. They're doing Lamar keeps at this point. 3rd and long. Just a whole bunch of nothing. Just a whole bunch of nothing. I'm pretty sure that statement is that stadium is completely silent. Because they can't move the ball. They're getting beat left and right. And there's no pressure. When you have a double-digit lead, Your defense can play free. There's no pressure. The pressure comes onto the offense where you have to try to force a comeback. So much time left, but with this defense, we may see 28-7 if they got to punt the football here on 3rd and 11. And they're going to send pressure, by the way. Because they're going to want to get the ball to Lamar's hand quickly. Deep drop back. Lamar's got to run away from defenders. He's going to toss it to Justice Hill and just a whole bunch of nothing. Can I just, like, go to sleep now? This offense is doing nothing tonight. Can we start booing them? They stink tonight. Can we just start booing them? They're stinking up the joint. This dude, this father is just going off. They stink. They stink. And this is why I keep telling you, Baltimore is such an up and down team. You cannot trust them. Stop talking about this team in the postseason. They're an up and down team. They're an up and down team. When you're a high-low team like this, guess what? The highs are the highs and the lows are the lows. And tonight's a low. Tonight is an absolute low. An absolute low. And another flag. What is the flag for this time? Just endless penalties. Tonight's a low. Don't expect much from the Ravens here. Defense is probably going to get cooked again. Who's playing? Oh, you're talking about the Bengals playing good football. They're playing good football. Ravens are just out here doing a bunch of nothing. I actually got to use the bathroom. I'm probably going to use the bathroom really soon. Oh, they're going to commercial. This is perfect. I'm probably going to go use the bathroom, probably get something, come back. It's just the same story with the Ravens. And it's tough for me to get mad because I expect this from them. Don't trust this team, bro. This team has wild card loss written all over it. This team has wild card loss written all over it. They are so untrustworthy. Please, Ravens flock, do not devote your mental health to this football team. I promise you they will make you stress out. I promise you they'll disappoint you. This team, this Ravens squad, they are a wild card team. They are a wild card loss team. They are. They're going to get a team that they feel they can beat. They're going to punch them in the mouth and they're going to lose in the postseason, bro. Do not trust this team. Please do not trust this team. This team is not trustworthy. They're a high-low team. And the reason why they can't beat Kansas City is because they're a high-low team. Kansas City plays consistent football. Baltimore doesn't play consistent football. One week they'll dominate one team. The next week they'll look like one of the worst teams in football. You can't win with a team like that. They're high-low, 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 high-low. It's the same thing. Flags are worth killing y'all. Y'all have to be more disciplined. Allen, we are one of the most flagged teams in the National Football League. They can't be more disciplined. We're in week 10. This is the same situation we saw with Dallas a few years back, when the Dallas Cowboys were the most penalized team in football. And nobody fixed it. Nothing changed. They went into the playoffs as the most flagged team, and it cost them against the Niners in the wild card round. We're just heading towards a wild card loss. We're just heading to a wild card loss. They can't do nothing right. Should have known the defense was trash, giving up points. They stink. They stink. They're a wild card team, man. That's all I got to say. I'm going to go use the bathroom. They're a wild card team. They're a wild card loss team. Do not put your trust in this team. Don't expect the power of friendship and culture to save this squad. They're a wild card loss away, man. Like I said, don't put your faith in this team. Don't put your mental health on this team. They're just going to find a way to let you down. That's just how it is. Anyway, I just want this to be done so I can go to sleep.
For the last 4 years, he's led the Bengals to a 13-5 record with the best numbers of any quarterback in that span. So when Joe tells us he's playing the best ball of his career now, he may just be getting started.
Yeah, and he's already thrown for 228 tonight. Not even halfway through the third quarter. Adds a few more here on a pass out to the 13-yard line to Tanner Hudson. 2nd and 5.
Into that drive when Lamar Jackson came off the field, it was on that quarterback draw play where he got hit by a bunch of Bengals players. He goes over on the sideline, talks to the trainers, kind of flexing that right hand, that throwing hand out.
Well, the backup is Josh Johnson, who's been around so long he's played with 14 teams. The Ryan Fitzpatrick of his era. Second and 6. Burrow dumps it off, drop, and it's incomplete. Brown never had control of it. Covered by Humphrey, 3rd down and 6.
Joe's done a really good job of mixing up those quick underneath throws in space against his zone defense and getting those eyes and the linebackers and his safeties that come down to come up, and then he's able to kind of get it behind as well. We saw that with Jamar Chase on that long touchdown run. So whichever direction they take away, he's got options underneath or above it. And reset the play clock.
Reset at 25.
I walk into a 3rd and 6. Dude, Allen, I'm tired of doing this belief stuff. The most basic thing you can do is hope and believe in your team. We all have the hope and believe, but stop trying to feed me with belief. Everybody can believe in their team, but you gotta face the facts and the reality of what your team is. We don't need to play this believe game. Another 1st down. We don't need to play these believe games. Like, I understand your frustration. First of all, I'm not frustrated. I expect this. I'm not frustrated. I'm not frustrated. If you're assuming I'm frustrated, you're wrong. I'm not frustrated. I can't be frustrated with something I've already expected. They've shown me who they are. Why would I be frustrated? This is what they are. I accepted it. I came into the season with no expectations. I told everybody to come into the season with no expectations. Everything that's happening is well within the expectations of what they've shown me all season. So no, there's no frustrations with me. So talking about if they can limit the penalties. We've been saying that since week 1. They're one of the most penalized teams in football. They get penalized every week. They're one of the most penalized teams in football. One of the most penalized teams in football. Their defense completely stinks. They can't cover. They can't catch interceptions. They can't tackle well. They can't get to the quarterback. This defense does nothing well except stop the run. And even so, teams don't even run on them because they know they can get to these guys. So no, the defense stinks and the offense is a week-to-week confusion. You'll get weeks like this where the offense can't execute, and weeks like last week where they put up 41 points. You don't know what you're going to get from the Ravens on a week-to-week basis. They're a high-low team. You cannot trust in them. They're a high-low team. He fumbled the ball. He fumbled the ball and the Ravens get the ball. A turnover is what can potentially change here, but he fumbled the ball. Excuse me for my language. A fumble just happened. Ravens offense gets it. Do the Ravens take advantage of that? Who knows? We'll see. And of course, it's Marlon Humphrey making the play. The only great player we have left on the defense. So like I have no frustrations talking about if they can just do this. There's so many ifs with this team. If they can cover, if they can tackle, if they can catch, if they can get to the quarterback, if they can be consistent. There's so much ifs with the Ravens, man. So it's hard for people, when we watch them being consistent, it's hard for people to sit back and say, we got to hope. Everybody's tired of doing the whole hope game. We all know you got to hope. The most basic thing you can do as a fan of a football team is hope. The most basic thing you can do as a football fan is hope. But hope isn't going to be enough to get your team to the Super Bowl when they show you who they are. And I already said it. Even if the Ravens come back and win, that doesn't mask the issues that we're seeing with them. I'm eating some grapes. I'm already at that point. I'm just eating some grapes. 2nd and 2. Hand that ball off to D. Henry. Henry breaking free, picking up a 1st down. Turning the ball over just brings the momentum. You just shift the momentum back to a Ravens team that just looked dead. If they make it a 7-point game, that's on you, big fella. You can't fumble the ball right there. Especially when the Ravens offense has not played well today. You just gave them life on the short field. They turned this into 6 points. That's on you, big fella. They're going to give it back to Henry. And he's going to be stopped. There's still way too much time on this clock, man. 2nd and 9 here. 5.5 left to go in the 3rd quarter. largest deficit at a home game since 2021 Week 15 when they trailed 14 against the Packers. That was 3 years ago. Good Lord. That was 3 years ago. 2nd and 9. Lamar, nothing open. He just keeps going backwards. He's going to have to get rid of the ball. Oh, he stayed in bounds. He stayed in bounds. Lamar stayed in bounds. Lamar just got the touchdown. Oh, they're going to say he stopped inside the 1. You know what that means? Derrick Henry touchdown. How did Lamar stay in bounds? That's just Lamar being Lamar. How did Lamar pull that off? Nobody's open, by the way. The Bengals are doing a great job with coverage. And Lamar kept his feet in bounds. Good blocks, too. But Lamar nearly had that touchdown. He's going to be dropped at the 1. You know what to do. It's time for King Henry to get himself a touchdown. And there he goes. Derrick Henry, touchdown. You know Derrick Henry's going to get a touchdown. Yeah, all you can do is pray for a miracle. Pretty much. Thank God for Marlon Humphrey still being there. Touchdown Ravens. They make it a 7-point game now. Lamar gets it to the 1, and Derrick Henry takes it in for the touchdown. Kick is up, and it is good. 4:12 left to play, and this is the scenario we find ourselves in. A fumble changes the game. Can't turn the ball over. You cannot turn the ball over if you have the momentum. Chase Brown makes a mistake, and the Ravens capitalize and make it a 7-point game. The only way this defense is making stops is through turnovers. Seven-point game in Baltimore. Still a whole 4th quarter left to play. Talent saving the day just like the Steelers. Isn't that what we always do? Rely on the high-end talent. We've been relying on the high-end talent for years now. This is very similar to the game we had to play in Cincinnati. The only difference is we were down 10 consistently. Now, do you think the defense can stop? Hopefully the defense can stop. Well, hopefully the defense can do a lot of things, my friend. Because if they don't, you're going to lose the game. Forget about a stop. Hopefully they can create a turnover because they show they can't make stops. And the only time you got a turnover is when they decided to run the football. So that means Joe Burrow's just going to get more aggressive. Lamar deserves everything because if he was not on our team, it would be bad. He saves these idiots every time. You remember when Lamar said he's tired of doing everything? He needs his guys to help him. It is what it is, man. There's nothing I can do about it. Let me take a look at the NBA stuff here because I know they're playing some games. We did some dumb things yesterday against the Suns. Why is Highsmith guarding KD with the game on the line? That's crazy. Let's take a look at some things here. This is all from today. Spurs beat the Trailblazers. Let me see what Wemby did. Wemby 12, 8 and 2. Okay, I mean, he did his things. It kind of seemed like it was a team effort. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players double-digit scoring. So yeah, it was a team effort for the Spurs. Timberwolves beat the Bulls. Okay, that's cool. Let's see. Anthony Edwards with 33 points. That's a dub. Wow. Anthony Edwards with 33. Rudy Gobert with 21 and 9. Julius Randle with 22 and 10. Jaden McDaniels, 19 points for him too. Okay. I could look at the Bulls, but no one cares about the Bulls. Oh, there was only 3 games played today. Okay, there's a bunch of games tomorrow. Jazz and Bucks. Oh my God, the Bucks won a game. It's their second win of the season. They beat the Jazz. Let's see what happened here. Let's see. Bengals coming on the field offensively. 4:06 left to go. Lillard with 34, Giannis with 31. It's crazy that both Giannis and Lillard have been playing well offensively, but at the same time, it's like they're playing well offensively, but they have no defense. And how is, like, Doc Rivers, every year he coaches, he just makes his legacy look even worse. It's getting really bad in Milwaukee. Here we go with some play action, and he's just going to check the ball down. And the guy is going to dodge a defender and get tackled right there. He's going to pick up maybe 5. 76ers really might be trash, but remember they are in the East, so they can still make a 7-8 seed. The 76ers aren't trash. They just can't stay healthy. Joel Embiid has not played a single game this season. He's scheduled to play Tuesday. Paul George just got back this week into playing. He was injured to start the season. And now Tyrese Maxey is going to be out the next several weeks with a hamstring injury. I keep telling people to stop trusting the Sixers. They can't stay healthy. Your franchise corner piece is a guy that has never once had a healthy season. Joel Embiid was drafted in 2014. He has not had one healthy season. Oh, look, Jamar Chase is wide open again. They cannot cover this dude. Like, legitimately, Joel Embiid has not had a single healthy season. He missed his first 2 years due to his injuries. People didn't even know he was going to play. Once he played, we saw the talent. But still, at the end of the day, he absolutely can't stay healthy. Every year, Embiid has suffered an injury. What is the beginning of the season, in the middle of the season, at the end of the season, or in the playoffs, he has suffered some type of injury. And he goes into the playoffs, and at some point he gets hurt. So now you add Paul George, another guy with a lengthy injury history that's never really available when you need him, and then you just get the situation you get right now. And now Tyrese Maxey, the guy that was staying healthy, he's suffering through injuries. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. So the 76ers aren't trash, but they're just not healthy. They're never healthy. They're an injury-riddled team. They'll find a way to make it to the playoffs because the Eastern Conference sucks. Boston's probably going to take it again this year. Doc Rivers and Darvin Ham on the same staff is insane. Yeah, how did Darvin Ham end up with the Bucks? I don't know how that happens. But it's killing the Bucks, and Giannis may want to leave. Burrow checking the ball down because nobody's there. They're going to make some good tackles there. It's going to make it a third down situation. 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Can somebody make a stop? I don't know. But yeah, Darvin Ham and Doc Rivers being on the same team is just crazy. Third down here for the Bengals. It's crazy. Milwaukee plays no defense. They have to outscore you. They lost the game the other day where both Giannis and Lillard played fantastic. What game was that? Third down and 2. They're at midfield. They might go for it even if they don't pick up the third down. Unless you sack Burrow here, this is going to be a 4-down territory. Unless he gets it, which Jamar Chase is wide open. Jamar Chase is wide open. Jamar Chase is wide open. They can't stop a nosebleed, by the way. This defense stinks. Just give it to the Bengals already. They stink. And who are you yelling at, Roquan Smith? You're the one that let him get beat. Who are you yelling at? You're the one that let... Ugh. Dog, who are you yelling at? Who... You pointed it at... Bro, you are the one that let him run past you. He already came across the middle. You got to go do something now. And now you're just yelling around as if it's going to change anything. Let me see. The Milwaukee Bucks lost a basketball game the other day. Was it against Cleveland where they played well? Burrow has all the time in the world, and finally somebody gets the Burrow and sack him. And it's Matabike. At least Matabike is showing up tonight, I guess. He decided to finally play good. No, that's not the game. This is not the game because Giannis didn't even play in this game. What is the game? There's a game they lost this season that made no sense to anybody. There it is. It was a game against the Cavs. They lost by 1 point. Giannis dropped 34, 16, and 9, and Lillard had 41, 9, and 4. They lost to the Cavs. 3 quarters down, 1 more quarter to go. Let's get this over with so I can go to bed. Roquan stinks. He can't cover the middle of the field, so it is what it is. But yeah, they lost. It was a few days ago. I think it was last week probably. They lost by 1 point to the Cavs in a game where Lillard and Giannis both showed up. They are showcasing high offensive prowess, but they can't play a lick of defense. They can't play a lick of defense. So the Bucks, they're gonna have some troubles. And the Eastern Conference just stinks this year. Who in the Eastern Conference do you honestly think is going to really challenge the Celtics? Right now, if you look at it, first of all, the Western Conference has been whooping the Eastern Conference in terms of these matchups early on in the season. It's not even a contest. They've been whooping them badly. The Eastern Conference, you got the Cavs at 9-0, so shout out to the Cavs for starting off well, but I still don't buy into them beating the Celtics in a 7-game series. Celtics at 7-2. Then after that, Pacers 4-4, Nets 4-4, Hawks 4-5, Knicks 3-4, Heat 3-4, Hornets 3-5, Bulls 3-6, Wizards 2-4, Pistons 3-6, Magic 3-6, Raptors 2-7. The Bucks are about to be 2-6 because they won today, and then the 76ers 1-6. Like, who do you trust in the Eastern Conference to do anything against the Celtics? Unless the Cavs are going to magically gain firepower enough to beat them in a 7-game series, which I just don't think they're going to be able to keep up. They may win 2 games, though. Yeah, the Western Conference is just performing better. And the Warriors are 7-1. I did not realize the Warriors are 7-1. They beat the Celtics the other day. The Warriors are 7-1. That's funny. Yeah, the trust the process thing has been done. It's been done for years, bro. It's been done for years. I'm loving the Mavericks game and what I see out of the Warriors. Orlando will be back with the first round exit, most likely. Lakers are too old and trash. The Lakers' problem is the roster. Because, I mean, if we're going to say it's coaching, I think you can look at J.J. Redick and say he's done a better job coaching than Darvin Ham, which isn't hard to do. But the Lakers, I just think it's coach. It's crazy. They started 3-0 and then went 1-4, and now they're 4-4 in the season. I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. LeBron so far this season, well, they lost to the Grizzlies, and he had 39, 6, and 7. What is happening? Let me see something here. LeBron balled out against the Grizzlies, and they lost. LeBron so far this season is averaging 24. He's averaging 24, 7.5 assists, and basically 7 rebounds. So he's damn near averaging 24, 8, and 7. Anthony Davis has been a monster. So you got LeBron averaging 24, 8, and 7. And then you have Anthony Davis, 2nd and 16 here, by the way. You have Anthony Davis. Burrow, pressure's coming again. He's just going to throw it away. 3rd down and 16 coming. He didn't play against Memphis. That's why LeBron had those points. So, Anthony Davis this season. So, LeBron's averaging 24, 8, and 7. And Anthony Davis is averaging about 33 points, nearly 12 rebounds, and 3 assists. And they're 4-4. They don't really have much of a bench. Their depth is not the best. Russell's an issue. D'Lo's an issue? Probably. I'm going to have to take a look at his numbers. But let's see what the Ravens doing at 3rd and 16. Obviously, you're going to make a stop being down 7. I don't know if they're going to make the stop, though. 3rd and 16. Pressure's coming. Burrow escapes the pressure. Incomplete pass. No flag on the play. And the Bengals are going to have to punt the football. Ravens going to get the off. I'm going to get the football back, and the offense is going to come on the field. So Bucks, a.k.a. Doc Rivers, avoids going 1-7. Yeah, they're 2-6 because I believe they won today. They're attempting a 65-yard field goal. Might as well. They got a kicker that can make the 65-yard field goal. But then again, I don't know. If he misses it, you give Baltimore good field position if they're going to go for it. But they got a kicker that can technically make that. But if he misses, Baltimore gets good field. Oh, they're not going for it. I was about to say. Zach Taylor might end up losing his job tonight if they attempt that. That's a bit too much. Ravens going to have to go far. Going to have to go 90-plus yards to go tie this game up with 14:44 left. Offense has done much of nothing for this game, so you got to go see something happen here. Let me see what D'Angelo Russell's been doing, because, you know. D'Angelo Russell D'Lo's averaging 12 points, nearly 6 assists and 2 rebounds. I mean, he wasn't expected to score a lot. You weren't going to get a 20-point per game score out of him, especially if Austin Reeves has been playing well, which is what they've said. First down and 10 for the Ravens here. Lamar takes a drop back, gets it to Bateman. Bateman tries to break out of a tackle, but he's just going to lose. He's going to go backwards a little. Second down coming up here for the Ravens. I'm going to look at this. I want to see what Austin Reeves is doing because I haven't been watching basketball. I'm not watching basketball. I don't pay attention to the NBA season for the most part until we get into February once the NFL season ends. Or at least until we get past the All-Star game. Second down to 5. Lamar's going to be under center here. It would be nice to give the ball to Derrick Henry. Maybe on a toss. Oh, they do give it to Derrick Henry on a toss. And Henry's going to get smacked, man. This defense is shutting down the run game, which no one is talking about. Austin Reeves is averaging 17, 5, and 5. Yeah, I just think they don't play defense. I just think the reason why the Lakers are old and slow, they can't play defense with some of these young guns. And the Western Conference is young. Except like the Warriors. The Warriors are not young. 3rd and 2. Lamar, quick throw. It is caught. Tyler Wallace keeps his feet in bounds. He keeps on going. Tyler Wallace is gone. Touchdown. He keeps his feet and goes 90 yards for the touchdown. 3rd and 2. They go 90+ yards to tie the game. So if you can get a play where Jamar Chase takes it the distance, why not get a play where Tylan Wallace takes it the distance to tie this game up? 3 plays, 92 yards. Tylan Wallace keeps his feet. He does not step out of bounds. We're going to take a replay. Take a look at the replay. He's in. His feet is in. They try to get him out. His feet still in. Feet still in. Feet still in. Feet still in. He takes it the distance. Touchdown. Man ain't got no speed, but they missed them blocks. They're going to take an extra look at it. He's in. He's in. He's in. He's in. He's in. He's in. Whoa, I don't think he's got it. There looks like there's one part where his heel actually touches out of bounds. They're going to review this. They're going to review this. I don't think he's fully in. He'll get the first down, obviously, and more. But they're looking at it right now. They're going to confirm it. And they've confirmed it. Extra point coming up here. They've confirmed it. The heel never touches. It's too close. They confirmed it. That's a touchdown. Crazy. If Jamar Chase can get that type of touchdown, why not us? And Tucker just missed the extra point. So Tucker just missed the extra point. Now it's a 1-point game. Now you're going to have to go for 2 afterwards. Justin Tucker has now become a liability. I cannot believe I'm saying this. Justin Tucker has now become a liability. This is insane to think, but Justin Tucker has now become a liability. And I cannot believe I have to say that. So that means the Ravens lose. There's 13 minutes left, so it's kind of tough to say that. But if the Ravens find a way to get a chance to take the lead, or if they're down by 8, they'll have to go for 2. So if the defense makes a stop and gets the ball back to the offense, it's a different conversation. Either way, both quarterback stats are looking nice. Joe Burrow, 24-39, 288 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, passer rating of 102. Lamar, 16-22, 182. That 84-yard touchdown really helps his stats. 2 touchdowns, no interception, 127.5 rate. To be fair, the 67-yard touchdown also helps Joe Burrow as well. But, it is what it is. But, yeah, that extra point, that missed kick is bad. Oh, New York already confirmed that the extra point's good? He missed it. Yeah, I thought you were talking about... No. Oh, you were talking about early on with the touchdown. No, he missed it. Tucker's becoming a liability, guys. I don't know if age is catching up with them, but he's becoming a liability. Now you've got to go for 2 if you're the Ravens. You've got to go for 2. Tucker missing 50-plus yard field goals, fine. But Tucker missing an extra point, that's kind of crazy. And I don't even know how he missed that. He's usually just golden with that. But he just shanked it so bad. Tucker, the age might be catching up to him. And I don't like to say it, but the age might be catching up to him. Because there's no way he should have missed that. There's no way he should have missed that. So now instead of it being a tied game, it's a 1-point game. And now you're going to have to go for 2. Hey, real, the Phoenix Suns, they're not... Yeah, you know what? That's true. That's another team that's not young. OKC's young. Minnesota's young. Let's actually take a look at the Western Conference right now, because I believe the Phoenix Suns actually are leading the Western Conference. They're like, what, 8-1, 9-1? The Phoenix Suns are 7-1 right now. They're tied for first place with the OKC Thunder and the Golden State Warriors. Funny enough, you got two teams that are not young. You got two old teams in the Phoenix Suns and the Golden State Warriors. They're old. They're not as old as the Lakers, though. Dallas is kind of old, too, to an extent, but not really that much. We have to accept that Tucker's a liability. Now, it becomes scary when Tucker comes out here because he's missing these extra points. You usually expect Tucker to be money, but then he misses an extra point. I don't know if he's in his own head or if age is starting to catch up with this guy, man. I know it's been over a decade since he's been in the league, so I get it. I understand it. But, I mean, damn. You never want to see something like that. Too much Ravens fans drinking the purple Kool-Aid and saying he's not washed. Are you disappointed in the outcome of the election? I'm not here to talk politics, bro. I'm not here to talk politics. Look who's wide open. Jamar Chase, first down. I'm not here to talk politics, bro. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not here to talk politics. I'm sorry, bro. We a sports channel. We not getting into politics, bro. We're going to leave it as that. First down here. Burrow's gonna look to try to make this an 8-point game. It sucks we gotta go for 2 if we can tie if they score a touchdown here. So I guess the Ravens defense better do their job or something. I don't know. Ravens, first Bengals with the ball running it here. Brown picks up about 5 yards. Tucker's not a top 5 kicker anymore. Maybe not even top 10. We'll see. Second and 6. There's so much time left in this game. It's scary how much time is left. Yeah, we never gonna get political on this channel. We just not interested in talking about politics ever. We are a sports channel, my friend. Second and 6. Fakes the handoff. Burrow's got time. Burrow's just gonna check it down. 2 defenders are there to make the stop, so they're gonna make the stop right there. Third down coming up here. If the Ravens defense can make another stop, you got to hope Lamar and the offense can go put some points up and go for 2 to try to take this lead. Third down and 6. Got to see if the Ravens defense can make a stop. Burrow has been checking the ball down a lot. It's just whenever Jamar Chase gets any sort of separation, Burrow's not hesitating and he's going to fire it. So much time left, yet it feels like if the Ravens defense can't get a stop, it just feels like it's about to be a whole headache here. Third and 6. Can somebody pay attention to Jamar Chase at the bottom of the screen, please? Because Burrow's going to pump fake, fire across the middle. First down. Again, they don't cover the middle of the field at all. They don't cover the middle of the field. First down, Bengals into Ravens territory. So much time left. Burrow using his eyes, pump faking, seeing Brown left wide open. Too late there. Guys got to stop leaving the middle of the field wide open. I say this, but they're just going to keep doing it because why not? How many checks down is he going to throw to Brown? As many as he needs to. He's doing his job. Brady won Super Bowl rings checking the ball down. If you're not going to cover it, why would he not why is he not going to take it? If you're not going to cover it, I'm going to take the check down. If you're not going to cover these guys, I'm taking the check down. So, like, you can sit back and say how many check downs he's going to throw. As many as he needs to. As many as he needs to. If the check down's going to be there on third down to pick up the first down, why, oh why, would I even make the attempt to just try to force the ball when I can just check it down for the easy first down? Dude's left wide open 4 yards down the field to just pick up an extra 2 yards to get the first down. Another play fake, spinning, checking, another stop here, another third down, but can they really do much with this? They are in field goal range, so technically they could kick a field goal. Matabike's got 3 sacks. Yeah, he's been playing well today. He needed that. He was doing nothing for much of this season. He needed a game like this. 3rd down and 2. Can he get 4 here? So many legendary quarterbacks are check down artists. It's frowned upon, but it's extremely important to have that sense to be able to... Yeah, you take what the defense gives you. It's never a bad thing to just take what the defense gives you. You got to take risk, obviously, but it's never a bad thing to take what the defense gives you, especially as the game winds down. You want to do that. You don't want to try to force the ball. Take what the defense gives you. They got to get the ball snap. Burrow. He's going to take a shot with Jamar Chase. Incomplete. They know they're going to go for it on 4th down. 4th and 2 here. They're going to go for it, obviously. They took that shot on 3rd and 2 because they knew they were going to go for it on 4th and 2. 9.5 left to go. Obviously, if Burrow and the offense score here, now you're in a situation where it's like, okay, Lamar and the offense got to go score now, so it's 4 down territory for them. But if you make a stop defensively, you can get the ball back here, and the offense can try to go down the field to take the lead. Whether it's a field goal or a touchdown, however it goes. 4th and 2. Play clock winding down. Burrow takes another shot. Incomplete. No flag on the play. Turnover on downs. Ravens get the football back. I don't know why Burrow will take a shot like that on 4th down. That's back-to-back plays. They took shots down the field. I don't hate it, but like, why would you take back-to-back 4th down plays? And he just missed them. So it's not exactly like it was the worst decision. He just missed them. 3rd down, he took a shot to Jamar Chase, missed him. 4th down, he took a shot to, I think that was Hubbard. He just missed him. Ravens take over on downs. Lamar and the offense got to go score a touchdown and go for 2 to make it a 7-point game to try to give themselves some space to do something here. It's that type of game.
Choose your caller. Choose to really care. Choose to go for it. Just choose.
Burrow has 320 passing yards. They've virtually given up on throwing the football. Also, I just realized the Ravens' streak of 100-plus yard rushing games, that's on the line right now because they only have 68 rushing yards. They need a good 32 rushing yards to keep the streak alive. Should be interesting if they actually pull it off. Ah, man. Ravens got back in this game, so that's cool. Now they have a chance to take the lead if they can take it because they went for it on 4th down, so the Ravens are going to have good field position.
Get a free phone with plan activation on America's most reliable 5G network. Straight talk, real unlimited data.
Today we'll capture a taste of the tailgate. Talk about your cake.
Mine's got a working smoker. Smoke, huh?
Burrow's made a lot of good throws, but he's also missed a lot of throws you would expect him to make. He's 29 of 46. He's thrown the ball 46 times tonight. He's missed a lot of throws. He has missed a lot of throws. I will not lie to you. He has missed a lot of throws tonight. It's crazy. He's missed a lot of throws. Didn't they almost pass the Steelers for that streak, but then lost? They tied the Steelers for it and almost passed for it, but then lost. Yeah. It wasn't against the Colts. I don't remember who it was. I think it was the game after the Dolphins, not the Dolphins, after the Broncos.
Just $5 for 3 tenders, fries, and comeback sauce.
Did you hear Joel is suspended 3 to 4 games because someone mentioned his dead? Yeah, he's not suspended because someone mentioned his dead brother. It's because a reporter wrote an article where he mentioned his dead brother and his son, who his son is named after his dead brother, and he mentioned them in the article. And then talked about if he's really like trying to set an example or be a model for caring about winning or whatever. He should be out there playing. He said he crossed the line. He brought up the man's family and then tried to relate it to sports. And Embiid didn't take kindly to that because you're talking about his son, you're talking about his dead brother. So that pissed him off and he pushed the reporter. So because he pushed the reporter, they suspended him 3 to 4 games. It is what it is. It is what it is. I don't blame Joel Embiid for acting that way at all. You don't talk about another man's family. This is sports. Just talk about sports. Speak on the sports for the sake of speaking on the sports. There is no need to talk about anything other than sports. Don't bring up a man's family when it comes to sports. Stop disrespecting these athletes. Lamar gets it to Wallace. Wallace picks up a 1st down. Tyler Wallace getting some love in this game. Tylan Wallace getting some love in this game. He's doing some things. 1st down Ravens. Ravens got to get some points out of this to take the lead. That's why he pushed him. Yeah, never mind. They should have showed. Yeah, it wasn't because of the article. He pushed him because it wasn't because the article was written. And it wasn't like the guy said a bad question. The dude wrote an article mentioning his son and his deceased brother, because his son is named after his deceased brother, and then mentioned it and then tried to relate it to sports, which pissed off Embiid, so which I don't blame him. Play action here. Lamar has time, fires across the middle. There goes Mark Andrews, and they are in field goal range, but, you know, Tucker's kind of feeling like Tucker. I don't know what Tucker's doing right now, so we'll see. This is their best chance to take the lead and put the pressure on Burrow. They've got to go score a touchdown, and they've got to go for 2 to make it a 7-point game. 8.5 left to go in this game. So much time left in this game, man. 1st and 10, Lamar under center. Gonna give it to Derrick Henry, and here comes the king. Derrick Henry getting a good run here, picking up about 8. 2nd down coming up for the Ravens. That's a good cutback from Derrick Henry. 2nd down here, Lamar is going to keep it himself, and Lamar picks up the 1st down. 1st down, Ravens. I swear, some people take things too far for no reason. The journalist, if he wants to talk about Embiid and say he's got to be on the field, he's got to be on the court, and he's got to be practicing and playing if he wants to be that role model for the team or whatever, or wants to be that leader for the team. If he wants to talk about sports and talk about that, that's fine. You don't mention the man's family. That's where you're going too far. You don't bring family into sports like that, especially when you use it as a weapon to try to take away from a player. Lamar checks it down here to Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry going to pick up a few yards. 2nd down coming up here for the Ravens. They're in field goal range, so they can take the lead with a field goal, but a touchdown is what you're trying to get. A touchdown and the 2-point conversion gets you the 7-point lead. We're under 7 minutes left. If you want to be able to get the touchdown, the 2-point lead, and assure that Joe Burrow has to go score a touchdown to tie it and send it to overtime. So the Ravens got to find a way to get into the end zone. They're going to have a few opportunities here. As long as they don't turn the ball over, they should be fine. And I might have just jinxed them. I'm sorry, guys. But you got to say it. And I'm not the one out there making plays. Just don't turn the ball over. Here is Justice Hill, and Justice Hill is just not going to do anything. Stop running the ball with Justice Hill. If they don't get this, they'll have to settle for 3. If they don't get this on 3rd down, they will have to settle for 3. They keep trying to run the ball with Justice Hill. It's not working. Stop it. Derrick Henry's barely getting traction against this defense. If Derrick Henry can't get traction against this defense, stop running it with Justice Hill. It's not going to work. Tyler Wallace having that type of day is nice. 3rd down and 9. Got to give Lamar time to find somebody. See if we can convert this 3rd down here. Lamar takes the snap. Lamar fires. End zone. Touchdown. Mark Andrews. The Ravens take the lead. They now have to go for 2 to make sure it's a 7-point game. Gotta go for 2. Gotta go for 2. Which team are you shocked more is bad? 76ers or Milwaukee? Milwaukee. The Sixers are bad because their guys are hurt. Embiid has not played a single game this season so far. Paul George just got back. And now you're going to lose Tyrese Maxey for the next few weeks. Meanwhile, Dame and Giannis have been on the court together, and they're losing basketball games. They lost by 1 point to the Cleveland Cavaliers in a game where Dame had 41 and Giannis had 34. And they both balled out. Superstars playing like superstars, and you lose. They don't play a lick of defense. This 2-point conversion is important. With 6 minutes left, you've got to get this. Got to get this 2-point conversion any way you can. Here we go. Lamar keeps it himself. Lamar gets the edge. Lamar takes it in. And the Ravens get a 7-point lead. With 5:50 left to go, Bengals have to march down the field to go tie this game up with 5:50 left to go. Let's see if they can do it. It's one of those type of games, but hey, at the end of the day, Lamar does Lamar things. Mark Andrews finds himself in the end zone, and it's one of those type of games. Lamar just takes himself to get the 7-point lead. So with 6 minutes left, we just have to sit back and hope the Ravens defense makes a stop. Who let Milwaukee cook with the ham hire? Dude, that is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. That's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. Darvin Ham and Doc Rivers? Those are the coaches you got to rely on. And they're wondering why Giannis don't want to stay in Milwaukee anymore, why he's not questioning that. Lamar didn't have to do anything special. Wide open Andrews everywhere. I'm so glad that's the case. Wallace, talent legit, ran 80 yards. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad. Do you understand when Lamar doesn't have to go be Lamar? That's when we win games the most. That's when we can actually feel comfortable about this team's chances of winning. It's a team game. I'm tired of relying on the quarterback to do something. The games where Lamar can sit back and rely on his weapons to do their job are the best games to watch. And I'm glad the weapons woke up and started doing their job. Same thing with Joe Burrow. He relies on his weapons. Jamar Chase took that for like a 70-yard touchdown. Jamar Chase constantly does it. You've got to rely on your weapons. And when your weapons deliver, it makes the quarterback look good, even if the quarterback didn't do anything special. Defense needs to stop. It's a 7-point game, so defense absolutely needs to stop. So Ravens come back down 13. Down 14, which is fantastic. But again, it does not hide. It does not hide the issues we still see with this team. It does not hide the issues we still see with the Ravens. Whether they win or lose, the fumble changed the game. Absolutely. That turnover changed the momentum of the game. And now Cincinnati's got to go find a way to get in the end zone to tie this game up. Momentum is real after the Chase fumble. That wasn't the Chase fumble. It was the Brown fumble. Well, actually, wait. Yeah, his name is... I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Excuse me. You're right. His name is Chase Brown. Yeah, after Chase Brown fumbled, that did switch it up because the Ravens got a touchdown out of that, and then their offense woke up. Sometimes you just need to have... sometimes you just need to have a momentum switch. Ray Lewis up there watching the game. Can the defense make a stop? Suns have the Bucks' former coach, and they are 7-1, while Milwaukee is 2-6. Yeah, that's just how things work out. Suns have also been playing well. See, we blew it. I don't want to talk about it too much, but Miami blew it. We had a lead against the Suns last night, I believe. We blew it. I don't even know how we blew it, but God, we blew it. Oh, my Lord, we blew it. It pissed me off, bro. With the game on the line, we got Haywood Highsmith. I keep looking around and saying, bro, where is... With the game on the line, you do not put Haywood Highsmith on Kevin Durant. I don't care if he was playing damn near perfect defense. You do not put Haywood Highsmith on Kevin Durant with the game on the line. He just sunk that with ease. Do you not see that guy over there? Do you not see Bam Adebayo, the most versatile defender in football? Do you not want to give him the ball? Burrow's taking a deep shot immediately. Hits Jamar Chase, one play touchdown, and they take a look at this, bro. The defense isn't even trying. The defense is not trying. One play, touchdown Bengals. That is so embarrassing. That is so embarrassing. One play, touchdown. Defense is not even out here trying. You thought the defense could stop Jamar Chase? Jeez. You thought wrong. And Burrow's over 400 yards of passing. Oh, is he over 400 yards of passing? Or he's at 389. Well, Lamar, they literally, first play of the game, they give up a touchdown. So guess what? Lamar Jackson, with 5:37 left, kill the clock and win the game. Kill the clock, move the ball down the field methodically and win the game. This is so embarrassing. This defense is a joke. This is a defense that's going to get you to the Super Bowl? No. This defense ain't getting you to a Super Bowl, bro. This defense stinks. Kick is up and it is good and we're tied. Oh my God, the defense is awful. Once again, Jamar Chase has cooked this defense. They suck. Joe Burrow, 390 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Both. It's basically the exact same situation we saw in Cincinnati. Like, nobody even covered Jamar Chase. He's wide open. Nobody covered him. Jamar Chase, 9 catches for 238 yards and 2 touchdowns. And guess who was on the coverage? Brandon Stevens. Brandon Stevens on the coverage, not doing a damn thing right. I mean, why not? Just Brandon Stevens has been so awful. But today's just a special type of awful. I mean, did he even try to cover Jamar Chase? This is pathetic. Who is he covering? Who is he covering? Somebody explain this to me. Who is this man covering? You know, the funny thing is you're just gassing up Burrow, who just threw to a wide open Jamar Chase. I love how you just, I know you're playing these mind games just to talk trash and do these things, but it's just weird how you're going to gas up another quarterback for making a play on a wide open receiver. Second play in NFL history with 175 receiving yards in 2 games versus the same opponents in the season. This defense stinks. Dude, I don't know how you can look at this game and not say we need to make a change at corner with Brandon Stephens. If you want to play him as a safety, play him as a safety. But you cannot keep him as a corner. Who was he covering? His assignment was Jamar Chase, and he let Jamar Chase run right past him. He let Jamar Chase run right past him with no problems. He did it. You can't blame Zachary Orr for that. You cannot blame Zachary Orr. Brandon Stephens is covering the dude. That's his assignment. His assignment is Jamar Chase. And he lets Jamar Chase go free release. He's running right next to him and staring at him. He's running right next to him and staring at him. And not doing a damn thing to stop him. He didn't do his job at all. Lamar just dodging defenders because why not? Now Lamar is going down the field and he threw a pick. And Lamar just threw an interception. And now Joe Burrow's going to have a chance to take the lead with 5.5 left to go. It's that type of game. You better hope it drops. Oh, it's incomplete! 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 We're lucky. Lamar's so lucky. Lamar's the luckiest man in Baltimore right now. He's the luckiest man in the National Football League. Incomplete. He's the luckiest man in the National Football League right now. This is Patrick Mahomes level of near picks. That's incomplete. That's clearly incomplete. Challenge that. Challenge it. Oh, they ruled it incomplete. Lamar Jackson is having Patrick Mahomes level of near interceptions. Are you kidding me? I've seen 3 interceptions get dropped like that from Patrick Mahomes. That is Patrick Mahomes level of luck. Lamar, bro. Lamar is the luckiest man in Baltimore tonight. Had that been picked, he tried to make a play down the field. Had that been picked, it's a different conversation, bro. Oh my goodness. Lamar is the luckiest man in Baltimore right now after that play. Buddy, you better be careful. Don't force the ball down the field. There's 5.5 left to go. You don't need to take these shots down the field. Luckiest man in the world, he didn't get picked off right there. Luckiest man in the world. They're going to give it to Derrick Henry. Henry is going to pick up about 5 yards. 3rd down coming up here. Lamar has always been so lucky with passes. Yeah, sure. I'm going to just let you say what you want to say, dude. You're having your own moment in the chat. I'm going to just let you do you. You have your own moment in the chat. 3rd down here. Ravens can't really afford to give the ball back to Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase because that defense ain't stopping a nosebleed. They got to melt the clock and get melt the clock and put points on the board. So this 3rd and 6 is crucial. They've got to find a way to pick up the 1st down here. 3rd down and 6. If Lamar got to take off, dude. But you got to go pick up this 1st down. Here we go. Lamar fires across the middle. It is caught by Bateman. Ravens move the chains. 4:35 left to go. Ravens got to keep milking the clock and go score a touchdown. Joe Burrow puts up empty yards, then turnovers and crucial. That's not true at all. That's not true at all. Good. See, that's what a receiver's supposed to do. You get open in the zone, you just sit and let your quarterback find you. Bateman almost dropped that. Good thing he kept his hands. Woo! Drop that. That's a problem. And now we're approaching 4 minutes. The Ravens need to put together this drive. I would say scoring a touchdown should put you in a position to win, but with this defense, nah. Play action. Lamar checks it down to a wide open Zay Flowers. Flowers staying in bounds. They push him out of bounds forcefully. So that's going to stop the clock at 3:55. Ravens continue to move the chains. I know I'm just trolling. I feel you on that. Lamar right now, bro. Win or lose, Lamar is the luckiest man in Baltimore tonight. That should have been a pick. That is Patrick Mahomes level of luck. I saw a stat, too, that Patrick Mahomes has the most or like top 3 drop interceptions in the league, and I could not believe that's the case. But at the same time, I've seen near picks happen with Mahomes, and then just like, oh, it doesn't happen. I saw 2 near interceptions happen before at the end of regulation against the Bucs last week. They're going to hand it to Henry. Henry, going to break out of the tackle. Henry, picking up 8 yards. He almost took that. Yeah, 238 yards from Chase because they're just letting him do whatever he wants. 85 yards from from Baltimore. Can't believe it. Yeah, it's been that type of game, man. It's been that type of game. It's been that type of game. They're going to get 100 most likely. They're most likely going to get 100 because they're going to continue to run the football. They're now in field goal range. You start running the football with Derrick Henry. You kill this clock. You score a touchdown, and you put Cincinnati in a position where they have to go score another touchdown to go tie this game up and potentially send it into overtime. They're in field goal range now. Run the ball again. Here comes Derrick Henry. Henry pushes forward for the first down, holding on to the ball. So yeah, now they're going to milk the clock. We're at 3 minutes now. The Ravens are going to milk this clock, try to kill as much time as possible, get into the end zone, and give Cincinnati as little time as possible to try to go win this game. Somehow, this is a repeat of last week. This is a literal repeat of last week. It's a repeat of last week. Not last week. This is a literal repeat of the last game we saw between them. This is basically the game we saw in Cincinnati. Just a little bit less scoring, but still. It's the same game we saw in Cincinnati. Like, the offense was slow in the first half, and then the offense exploded for both teams in the second half. The play clock is starting to run down, and the Ravens are going to call a timeout because they're trying to milk as much time as possible. Ravens trying to milk as much time as possible. They call it timeout, but the Ravens are trying to milk as much time as possible. They're going to run this one play here with 2:29 and get it to the 2-minute warning. Ravens, milk as much clock as you possibly need. If you can get a touchdown, good. And then we could just go from there. Ooh, boy, Lamar. Lamar, you are a lucky, lucky man. You are a very lucky man. That was an incompletion. Yeah, we got Pittsburgh next week. We know about that. This is a very important game. Quick throw here. Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers. Stay in bounds, Flowers. Stay in bounds. He stays in bounds. Flag on the play, though. Flag on the play, which could take them back if this is on the offense. Who's the flag on? Ineligible receiver downfield. Why Ronnie Stanley telling Lamar to calm down? Like, bro, get out of my face, dog. He's telling him to calm down because Lamar thought that they had gotten a penalty. He thought the clock ran out and they were about to go back 5 yards. Instead, it wasn't a penalty. Again, we got caught with an ineligible man right downfield. How does that keep happening? 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 1st and 15 now. Just hand the ball to King Henry and let's go to the 2-minute warning. Run the ball here. Oh, play fake. Lamar tosses it. Mark Andrews picks up some yardage to get it back. And Cincinnati's going to call their first timeout here. I don't know if this is the right decision by Zach Taylor. I mean, it's his choice. You want to waste your timeouts now? I don't know. Well, then again, Tucker's been missing field goals, so we don't know how this is going to go. Second down and 10, 2:16 left to go. Ravens just got to take their time. They don't need to force this. You're in field goal range. You can't take the lead with a field goal. I feel more comfortable with a touchdown to say, Burrow, go get another touchdown to kill us or to tie it. I'd feel more comfortable with that. But, if Baltimore can run this clock down, that would be 1,000 times better. Lamar takes the snap. Lamar is looking. He's firing. It is caught. Bateman gets down in the 10. Second timeout used. Zach Taylor is using his timeouts for no reason. Why is Zach Taylor using his timeouts? Did Zach Taylor just use his timeout again? Bro, this guy got to be fired. Why is he wasting his timeouts? It's 1st and goal now. Why is he wasting his timeouts on 1st and goal? Bro, if the Ravens score a touchdown, you're leaving one timeout with Joe. You're leaving Joe Burrow in the offense with one timeout when it's going to be under 2 minutes. What is he doing? Somebody needs to fire Zach Taylor, bro. Somebody's got to fire him. This is coaching malpractice at its finest. Using 2 timeouts here? What is he thinking? If it was 3rd down, by all means, but they just picked up a 1st and goal. What is he thinking? And guess what? Lamar picks up 5 yards, and they're going to take it to the 2-minute warning. Zach Taylor is just this is sabotage. Zach Taylor is sabotaging his quarterback. Zach Taylor is sabotaging his quarterback. You cannot convince me otherwise. 2nd and goal coming up here at the 5. Zach Taylor is out here sabotaging his quarterback, and you cannot convince me otherwise. The Ravens have now rushed for 100 yards. As long as they don't lose yardage, they will keep the streak alive. This is disgusting work. Zach Taylor is out here sabotaging his quarterback. Nah, if they lose this game, Zach Taylor got to be fired if they miss the playoffs, obviously. But I think somebody's got to bring it up. He's got to be on the hot seat. Why is he using his timeouts? I get using the first timeout, I guess. They stopped them, 5-yard completion. You stop them 2nd and 10, use your timeout, I guess, fine. But then they picked up the 1st down on 2nd and 10, and he uses his timeout there. Why would he use his timeout? To stop the clock for what? Let them go to the 2-minute warning. It's 1st and goal. What is he thinking? He's left Joe Burrow with 1 timeout. Can somebody explain to me what Zach Taylor is doing as a coach? That's just dumb. Zach Taylor is just doing everything wrong as a coach. You don't waste your timeouts there. Bro, if Cincinnati loses this game, you gotta fire him, man. Zach Taylor he's making it harder for Joe Burrow to thrive. He's making it harder for them to prosper, man. Some of these decision makings, man, I don't know. I know a quarterback can't call him out, but I know coaching malpractice when I see it. I was begging Lamar to call out Greg Roman, and eventually the Ravens woke up and fired him. They need Zach Taylor the hell out of Cincinnati. This guy is just, wow. So now, if the Ravens score a touchdown, you got to go out and rely on Joe Burrow with 1 timeout in under 2 minutes to go score a touchdown to tie the game again with the way you've looked. This is ridiculous. Also, is somebody going to ever make the adjustment defensively and get Brandon Stevens off of Jamar Chase? It just seems like they're going to die on that hill for absolutely no reason. We need to run it. Just run the ball. You're going to have 2nd and goal and 3rd and goal. Run the ball with Derrick Henry. 2nd and goal, 3rd and goal. You can run the ball. Or if you want to run it with Lamar, by all means. Just make sure you don't need to throw any passes because you want the clock to keep going. Well, 2 minutes left. We'll see how this... If the Ravens score a touchdown, we'll see if the defense can actually do their jobs this time around. Who knows? Who knows? 2nd and goal here. Lamar talking to Henry. Is probably going to Derrick Henry unless they're going to do a play-action fake here on 2nd and goal. Who knows? Play-action fake. Lamar standing, fires. He was looking for Bateman. Bateman can't make the catch, incomplete. 3rd down and goal here for the Ravens. Well, this is kind of the play you got to make. You settle for 3 here, which I don't trust if they have to settle for a field goal. This got to be a touchdown. You kick a field goal, that defense ain't stopping nothing. 3rd down and goal. They got to get in the end zone here. Come on, Lamar, make some magic happen. 3rd down. Lamar, looking, tossing, over the top, touchdown, Bateman. Lamar, from the top half of the court, throws it to Bateman for the touchdown. And the Ravens regain the lead. Lamar's having himself another day. 4 touchdown passes here. He's been balling. 11 plays, 70 yards, 348 in the touchdown. And the Ravens regain the lead once again. Tucker, please make this extra point. I can't believe I got to say this. Tucker, please, Tucker, make this extra point. I'm begging you, Tucker, to make this extra point. If you miss this, Joe Burrow's getting a game-winning drive. All right, Tucker gets this one. I don't know why he missed the last one. 7-point game. 149 left, 7-point game. Please, 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 Ravens defense, try to do your job today. Lamar, 25 of 33, 294 touchdowns, no interceptions. Nearly at one. Bro, he literally, Lamar's been doing the fadeaway, like, he's been throwing it up like a jump shot. We got to come up with the name for that play. We got to come up with a name for that play for Lamar, because he did that with Flowers' touchdown last week where he threw it like a jump shot. And then, he's putting up the three-pointer. We got to come up with a name for that. Lamar right now is having fun. Lamar is out here having fun. Bateman, see, this is what I love. Finally, guys are communicating. The chemistry's there, and they're making the right plays. Lamar with the floater. Lamar for three, bro, from half court. Floats that in, and Bateman... redemption for some of those, redemption for the drop. Redemption for the drop he had on second down, which was a tough one. It is what it is. Well, if the defense can actually do their jobs, maybe we can actually win a football game today. If not, we'll go to overtime. Kick this out of the end zone. They're going to take a knee. One timeout left, 1:49 to go on the clock. Burrow has to lead a game-tying drive. If he gets picked off, the game is over. If it's a turnover on downs, the game is over. If he or anybody fumbles the ball, the game is over. If they get stopped at the goal line with no time left, or they just run out of time, the game is over. 1:49 left. We just saw Joe Burrow score on he scored on one play because this Ravens defense stinks. Dude, the winner of this matchup is Kansas City. They're watching both these teams and saying, no matter who gets in the playoffs, bro, this is easy money. Their defense stinks. Hey, look, Burrow's got time again. He missed his receiver, overthrew. He overthrew Gesicki. Defense holds them so we can get the number one spot in the AFC North. I hope. We'll see. Bengals can't afford to go 4-6. They got to find a way to get a game-tying touchdown here. 2nd and 10. That was just Burrow overthrowing his receiver. The pressure was coming, so he had to get rid of it fast. But he overthrew his receiver. His receiver was open for the first down. He just overthrew him. 2nd and 10 here. Gotta hope the Ravens defense actually does their job, you know. Please do your job, Ravens, so we can call this a night. I don't want to go to OT. We went to OT with them in Cincinnati. We don't want to go to OT with them here. 2nd down. Burrow fires. Incomplete. No flag on the play. 3rd down and 10. Here comes the illustrious 3rd down situation. They've stunk on 3rd down. That's a face mask, and they just missed a face mask on Joe Burrow. Matabike should have been flagged for a face mask. The refs, what are the refs just doing? The bird bark? Man, I'm gonna leave it alone. They're just out here being awful. Bengals fans, I'm going to feel for y'all in the comment section if y'all lose, because this referee, the officials, just lost. Burrow over the middle of the field, incomplete. I don't know who he was looking for. I think he was looking for, is that Hubbard? It comes down, he was looking for somebody. 4th and 10, Burrow, I don't care what you do, you got to throw it to Jamar Chase. I'm going to be honest. If you're Joe Burrow, you throw it to Jamar Chase and you hope for the best. 1:36 left to go, 4th and 10. This is the game right here. If they cannot convert for a 1st down, Baltimore wins, heads to 7-3, and Cincinnati falls to 4-6. All right, can the Ravens defense do their job, make a stop, and we'll just pretend that all they did defensively wasn't get exposed because they have a generational quarterback and an elite offense. We'll just pretend what happened there. For the game, 4th and 10, Burrow over the middle. It's caught, but is he short or did he pick up the 1st down? Are they going to review this? They have to review this, right? They have to review this. They have to review this. Is he short or did he get it? This is going to be close. He caught it. Where's his knee down? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Where does the knee touch where's the ball at when the knee touches? That should be a 1st down. It's too close to overturn it. That's got to be a 1st down. That's got to be a 1st down. that's gotta need a first down. You can't just make up calls just because. But you gotta look where the knee falls. Look where the knee falls and where the ball is. They gotta slow this down. Where does the ball is on his left hand? The knee drops right there. Where is the ball when the knee drops? Is he short or does he get this? I think he got it. That looks to be clean, but I mean, we'll see what the refs call. They gotta review this. I think he's got it. There's 1:21 left on the clock here. If they say he's short, Ravens win the game.
Meanwhile, let's notice, you look at Jackson, 4 touchdown passes tonight. This is Lamar on the GM, Eric DeCosta. So right now, Lamar Jackson has thrown 24 touchdown passes and 2 interceptions this season. 24 to 2.
Not to mention what he does with his legs, over 500 yards rushing.
This is too close. I don't see how this is incomplete. I don't see how this is short.
As he makes that throw.
I think he gets this. But it depends on where they're going to spot the ball when the knee's down. I think he's got the first down. I think he's got the first down. They gave him the first down. The offense is still out there. The offense is out there. They're going to give him the first down. What is this call? First down. Yeah. I don't see anything there that says he's not. He's at the line. That's a first down. Maybe you want to say he's close, like eerily close, but he's at the line. Don't they have to start? Yeah, they're going to start the clock on the ref's time because they didn't call a timeout, so the clock needs to be ticking. There we go. 1:20 left to go in this game. They're at their own 40-yard line. Burrow takes the snap. Pressure's coming, but he's going to fire. Incomplete. Ardarius Washington makes the stop. 2nd and 10 coming here. 1:11 to go in this game. Ravens defense actively trying to make a stop. He went for Gesicki. I just realized him and Gesicki have not had much of a connection tonight. It's really just been Jamar Chase or nothing. 2nd down and 10 here. 1:11 left to go. Ravens defense trying to make a stop. Burrow trying to lead a game-tying drive here to send this to OT. Burrow takes the snap. Burrow's looking. Burrow fires. Caught Jamar Chase, but incomplete. Flag on the play, though. Incomplete, but a flag on the play. This might be a holding call. This might be a holding call, but I don't know on who. This might be a holding call, maybe on the defense, maybe. I don't know. This might be on Humphrey. That's a hold on Humphrey. That's a clear hold on Humphrey. That's a hold. That is a hold on Marlon Humphrey. Oh, it's a face mask. That's even worse. Someone on the defense make a play. They just gave up a 15-yard penalty. 1:06 left, and the what's it called? The Bengals just moved into Ravens territory. The Bengals just moved into Ravens territory because Marlon Humphrey grabbed the face mask. Sad part is if he doesn't do that, Yusufas just runs right past him. So that's a touchdown. 1:06 left to go. Burrow. Deep drop back here. Pressure's coming. He fires across the middle. It is caught by Jamar Chase. Chase goes out of bounds. We have 59 seconds, but a flag is on a play. This might be on the Ravens again. Now a personal foul on roughing the passer. The Ravens defense can't make a stop to save their lives. Baltimore's got 2 timeouts. Better go do something with it, Lamar. This defense can't make a stop to save their lives. Roughing the passer. Yep. That high-low right there. You can't get a high-low on Joe Burrow like that. You cannot hit the quarterback like that. So that's going to be a 15-yard penalty added onto the play. That's going to move them to the red zone at this point. Ravens defense can't stop a nosebleed. I hope Lamar's ready with under a minute and 2 timeouts to go get them into field goal range. Otherwise, we go into OT. First and 10 because at the Ravens 12-yard line because this defense, I hope everyone's paying attention. This defense is not making a stop when you need them at most. So good luck in the playoffs with a defense like this. Burrow. Nobody's open. Throws in the back of the end zone, incomplete. You better hope to God. You better hope to God Lamar gets the ball last in the postseason. This defense can't stop a nosebleed right now. They just, penalty after penalties. Comes down to penalties, can't make stops. Lamar, get your helmet soon, bro. You may either be playing an OT or you're going to have to come out here with under a minute to try to go get in the field goal range. Get yourself ready, bro. It ain't over. This defense can't stop a nosebleed. Somebody got to have a conversation, man. This defense stinks. They stink. Can somebody, for the love of God, make a stop for once tonight? Crucial moment. Make a stop. No? Gonna give up a touchdown here? Burrow over the middle? It's caught. A flag on the play. What is it now? Another penalty on the Ravens defense. Another penalty on the Ravens defense. Another penalty on the Ravens defense. This is such an undisciplined team. If this is on Baltimore, it's so undisciplined. Oh my God. This has to be one of the most, if not the most, undisciplined defense in football. Penalty after penalty. Just hand them the touchdown at this point so we can get the offense back here. Because y'all stink. He pulled himself back like that was going to work. And of course, Kyle Van Noy of all people, who's actually done well for us. This is crazy. The Ravens defense stinks so bad. You just got to hope somebody makes a play in the end zone. Or Burrow's going to get his fourth touchdown because he's got time. Look at him, look at him, look at him, look at him, look at him. Just check it down here. Third down here. This defense is hot garbage. It's the same thing week in and week out, man. This defense is just a whole lot of sadness. Baltimore has 2 timeouts left. I hope they keep them. They're going to need them to get into field goal range. Obviously, it's 4-down territory. So even if they don't get third down here, they can easily get another chance to have 4th and 3. Lamar is just watching, just disappointed in this defense. I mean, imagine putting up 35 points of offense and you still can't win a football game. They're not even fully set. They keep making changes. They did it again. Touchdown. They did it again. They're not set. Another touchdown. Jamar Chase with 3 touchdowns. And they're going to go for 2. They're going to go for the win. Cincinnati's going for the win. So Baltimore has to make one stop to win the game. Or Cincinnati takes the lead and Lamar has to lead them down the field for a game-winning touchdown. They're going to go for the win. Look how nervous John Harbaugh looks because he knows his defense can't make a stop here. He knows his defense can't stop this. This got to be a play for Chase. This, by the way, if they don't get this, the game is over. If they don't get this 2-point conversion, the game is over. If they get it, Lamar, you got 38 seconds and 2 timeouts to get into field goal range. This is for the game. They're making it audible. I guarantee you Baltimore's defense is not ready for it. Watch them give up a 2-point conversion. This is one-on-one. At the top of your... Why is Brandon Stevens... Oh, this is a touchdown. This is going to be a 2-point conversion. Jamar Chase is at the top of the screen. Throw a fade. Throw a fade. Oh, they're not going to go for it. They were just kidding around. They're just going to take the extra point. So they're not going to go for it. They're going to take the extra point. They're going to take the extra point and try to go into OT. I thought he was going to go for this. Oh, wait, Jamar Chase is on the other side. That means that's, oh wait, no, that's the last play. Never mind, that's a touchdown play. There's 3 Ravens defenders and there's 2 Cincinnati Bengals players and nobody can make a play on that ball. I mean, it's just, this is the exact same game we saw last time in Cincinnati this week. Are they going to go for this? Oh, they are going for this. They're going for this. 2-point conversion for the game. Brandon Stevens on Jamar Chase. Throw a fade to Jamar Chase. Here we go. Essentially for the game. Burrow. Looks. Pressure. Fire. Incomplete. No flag on the play. The Ravens are going to win the football game. The Ravens are going to win the football game. Incomplete. No flag on the play. They didn't even try for OT. Baltimore's going to win the game. by the very basis aspect, by the skin of their teeth, they're going to win this game. I don't blame them for going for 2. Your defense gave up 35 points. You take what you can take. Baltimore, once again, wins a nail-biter against Cincinnati. This just goes to show if the Bengals can get into the playoff, they can compete with anybody. That's a hold. That's a hold. That's a hold. That's a missed hold. That is a missed hold. Let me see. Nah, if I'm a Bengals fan, I'm going to be pissed off. That's not a hold. Hudson is fine. That's not a penalty, Hudson. But there was a hold on the other side, I think on Gesicki. The refs were awful tonight. Bengals fans, I'd be pissed off too. I'd be pissed off. This is a terribly officiated game. The refs screwed the Ravens. The refs screwed the Bengals. Missed calls, terrible calls. Awful, awful. And it's going to cost Cincinnati a chance to potentially take the lead. Who knows if they get it? So now you got to do the onside kick, which we would say thank you, but the Ravens are the only team in the National Football League that's given up an onside kick. Matter of fact, they've been so poor, they've given up 2 onside kicks. So you just hope they don't mess this up. I mean, this is for all them stupid calls they had on us. Both sides have been screwed by the refs. But this is potentially for the game. Joe Burrow, he's not going to get it there, but the pass is incomplete. And then there's a face mask. Oh my God. How did the refs miss this? This is awful. This is awful. The refs are awful. Nah. The refs are awful. How many, these are just bad misses and bad calls. This is crazy. The refs missed everything. Cincy fans, let's see if they get this. If they get the onside kick here, Baltimore recovers this. I'm gonna apologize to the Bengals. They got it. So Cincinnati Bengals fans, I would like to personally apologize. The refs were awful tonight. They missed some bad calls on us. We got some bad calls and they missed some calls on our side. But in terms of who had it worse, y'all. That 2-point conversion was disgusting. They missed it. They flat out missed it. Ravens are going to get the win, but I would feel pissed off if I'm a Bengals fan. The refs played too much into this game. This is not fair. The refs played too much into this game. Ravens going to get the win. They're going to go to 7-3. They're going to sweep the Bengals. Cincinnati's going to drop to 4-6. This is terrible. I feel for Cincinnati, man. Ravens got screwed over a bunch of times by the refs, but the Bengals, they got screwed over in the biggest moment. The Ravens got screwed over. When we look at it at the end of the day, but Burrow, man, this is tough. This is a tough loss. Let me look at the team stats here. When we look at it, Baltimore got penalized. Baltimore got penalized 11 times. Cincinnati got penalized 3 times. At least 3 or 4 of those penalties were not penalties. 3 or 4 of those penalties were not penalties. They screwed the Ravens over. But they missed 3 separate. There's 2 holding calls and there's a holding call and 2 face masks they missed. The refs, bro. The refs. Cincinnati, I feel for you tonight. I truly do. I feel for you tonight. Ravens got screwed over by refs with some of these penalties, but the Bengals got screwed over in the biggest moments. And sometimes it's not about the missed penalties. It's about when the penalties are missed. And to have that missed on a 2-point conversion, we'll never know if they get it or not. Because that would have been a personal foul or a holding or whatever. That would have put the ball at the 1-yard line. And do they choose to run it and the Ravens stop them? Do they choose to pass it? We don't know what would have happened. I feel bad for Bengals fans, man. They got cheated tonight. You don't know if they would have got it or not. And the Ravens still had 2 timeouts in 30-plus seconds. So maybe Lamar goes down the field and scores a touchdown. But they deserve the opportunity to see how this goes. And now they're 4-6 due to this call, man. This is crazy. This is crazy, man. Ravens get the win in another thriller between them and Cincinnati. Ravens go to 7-3. Cincinnati falls to 4-6, and that's a situation that really starts to affect how you're going to look at their season moving forward. Ravens are now back in first place in the AFC North. Steelers get to play on Sunday against the Commanders. A win gives them back first place. A loss means Baltimore has sole possession of first place in the AFC North. Of course, no matter what happens, win or lose, the determining factor for the AFC North will be decided next week because Baltimore and Pittsburgh take each other on next week. I have nothing bad to say about neither one of these quarterbacks. Joe Burrow, 34-56, 428 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, a passer rating of 108. He was damn near perfection. He willed this team and did everything in his power to help his team win this football game. It just came down to certain circumstances. Tough loss for him. Lamar Jackson, 25-33, 290 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, passer rating of 141.4. He was also brilliant tonight. His team was down 14. He willed his team back down 14 and won the game. Both quarterbacks, again, they leave. Funny enough, both quarterbacks are this is the funny part about it. Both quarterbacks came into the game at 20 touchdown passes. Lamar was 20-2. Burrow was 20-4. Baker Mayfield is currently leading the lead in touchdown passes with 23. Lamar and Burrow threw 4 touchdown passes. So now Lamar and Joe Burrow are tied for first place in touchdown passes. One is 7-3, the other is 4-6. That's unfortunate. Did not deserve to win that. Doesn't feel like a win. Defense just seems bad. But past 2 games, they've been slightly stepping up in crucial downs. They really, I don't know if we could say that. They gave up a potentially game-winning touchdown. And they committed like 3 penalties on the 2-point conversion. They should have had it should have been a personal foul for a face mask. There should have been another personal foul for a face mask. There should have been a holding call. The Ravens defense has been poor. And they got away with one because the refs just decided to not do their jobs. Cincinnati, man, I feel for them, man. I feel for the Bengals fans tonight. The winner of this matchup really is Kansas City. It's one of those type of things. Ravens got the win, but damn, it's one of those type of games that you're just going to feel, man. That should have been a penalty, man. There was 3 flags. The unfortunate part about this is Baltimore had multiple penalties placed on them that really should have been penalties. They got screwed over the most by the refs. Unfortunately, the Bengals got screwed over by the refs at the worst moment. Ravens would have got a field goal anyway. Well, let's see that happen. Let them at least have the chance. First of all, the penalty would have just put the ball at the 1-yard line. We don't know if they get the 2-point conversion anyway. Maybe they still miss it. Who knows? And then if they get it anyway, Baltimore could have gotten into field goal range. Lamar could have let him down there. We'll see. And even if he leaves him there, with the way Tucker missed that extra point, he's not guaranteed to hit the field goal. It is what it is, man. I don't know how our defense made stops to get us back in the game and then almost give it away. Dude, the last 2 drives, they just let Jamar Chase do whatever he wanted. They could not stop Jamar Chase. They did worse this time than they did last time.
Because he was looking to the right, it didn't have a bearing on the play. I don't think you call it. Now this one where he gets hit in the head.
So you're not calling a hole when the offensive line is falling down and falling down? You're not calling none of that. This is football, ladies and gentlemen.
But that's so sure. That's what I said. I wouldn't call the hole because he's not looking that way. Now getting hit in the face mask.
Thank God T. Higgins didn't play. If T. Higgins would have played, Jamar Chase doesn't have 3 touchdowns. He probably has 2, and then T. Higgins has 1. How's Pittsburgh still first? They're 6-2, and they don't have any losses in the division.
I think it was the right move to go for 2. Look, they weren't. If Lamar got the ball back in overtime, they were not stopping this Ravens offense. Now they're on the road. That's another thing, right? But they had 2 chances there to go for 2, and then I know the chances are low, 2 for 27 to get the onside kick. But if you don't,
That's a tough way to lose. I ain't gonna lie. That's a tough way to lose if you're Cincinnati.
this week of going for 2, this was the right move for the Cincinnati Bengals.
I'd say absolutely go for it, too. You got Joe Burrow, one of the best in the business right now, playing a phenomenal football.
Steelers kind of scare me too. We'll see them next week. That Cleveland loss screwed us in the division. Yeah, we could be 3-0 in the division, and we'll be 8-2, and we'd be first place right now.
The way the momentum shifted, momentum is the most unfaithful
What a game. What a game. Joe's offensive line almost took out his knee. Burrow's banged up after this one. Thank God they got 10 days off. Thank God they got 10 days off because Burrow is banged up after this game. He's hurting the knee. He's hurting the ribs. He hurt his hand. He's banged up. He needs that rest. That was a must-win for Cincinnati. Sucks to suck. That's an unfortunate circumstance for them. We need Hamilton back. Hamilton's in the boot. He's got 10 days to rest. He's not going to practice this week. He may not be back for the Steelers, or maybe he will be. I don't know how severe his ankle injury is. We should have got swept by the Bengals, but we ended up sweeping them. That's just football, man. It's a game of inches. It's a game of certain plays. It's a game of certain moments. The Ravens could have lost in OT. I think if you look at both these games, what you got to understand is two things. One, Baltimore and Cincinnati's defense suck. Two, Baltimore and Cincinnati's offense is elite. If these two teams meet in the playoffs, you will see a same type of game like this. A same type of game like this with Lamar balling and Joe Burrow balling. These are the two best quarterbacks in football right now. Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow are the two best quarterbacks in football. Who's right there with them? Josh Allen. And I'll be fair with that. But Joe Burrow has 24 touchdown passes to 4 interceptions. Lamar has 24 to 2, of course. But like, Lamar's 1, Burrow's 2. But the team is 4-6, and it's absolutely not his fault. This team has lost 4 games where it's not Burrow's fault. They've lost 4 games where it's not really Joe Burrow's fault. And it's such an unfortunate circumstance. The first half had me. Dude, the first half was so similar. We ran it back. We ran it back, man. We ran it back. We ran it back. We ran it back. We ran it back. This is the exact same game we saw in Cincinnati. This is the exact same game we saw in Cincinnati. The first half, not much happening offensively for both teams. Not much happening offensively, especially for the Ravens. The Ravens are down heading into halftime while Cincinnati has the lead. And now the Ravens have to pull off the comeback. They find a way to do so. Just a crazy game. Burrow having his best season only for his defense to sell. Dude, this might be a Drew Brees type of year for Joe Burrow. This might be a Drew Brees type of season for Joe Burrow. He might have his career year, and they may miss the postseason. That's crazy. Joe Burrow on the season right now, because he just got 400 yards. So I'm going to have to look at Joe Burrow's numbers real quick. Joe Burrow put up 400-plus yards in the defense. He played better this week than he did last week. He played better this time around than he did last time around. Joe Burrow, let me see, 2,244 passing yards is what he had. He's about to be in the top 5. He might be first after this. Let me see. 2,244 yards plus 428. Joe Burrow has 2,672 passing yards. If you divide that by 10 games, that's 267. You multiply that by 17. He's on pace for nearly 4,500 yards and nearly 40 touchdowns. He's on pace for 4,500 yards and 40 touchdowns. He's going to put up an all-pro year, and it's going to be a Drew Brees situation. He's going to put up an all-pro year. And he's not going to win All-Pro, unfortunately. It's going to go to Lamar Allen. That's just how it's going to go. It's going to either go to Lamar Allen, or maybe they give it to Mahomes because their team's undefeated. But he's not getting an All-Pro selection. The team might miss the playoffs, and he's going to have the best numbers of his career. Zach Taylor has to be fired after this. There's no way. I don't care how this season goes. Zach Taylor has to be fired. I don't care how this season ends. Zach Taylor needs to go. If you're the Cincinnati Bengals, Zach Taylor has to go. And I'm not saying the 2-point conversion was poor, but the way you've mismanaged this team is so bad. So bad. Oh yeah, I forgot. Let me check. I wanted to check if it's still alive. Oh no, it's not still alive. The Ravens' 100-yard rushing streak is over. They got 99 because they took a knee. Oh no, the Ravens just lost their 100-yard streak. It ends here with Cincinnati. They had exactly 100 yards. They had exactly 100 yards, but when Lamar took a knee, it's down to 99. They're going to have to start that streak all over again. Oh no. Who cares? I'm going to be honest, who cares? No, nobody cares about that, bro. Man, this is a really brutal loss. This is the type of loss that could sink a season. Because Cincinnati came in with the mindset that this is a playoff game and they knew they needed to win this game. Losing this game that way, that's gotta hurt, man. That's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. You think this is the worst defense in franchise history? I've made arguments that this defense is as bad as the 90s defense. They're as bad as that 96 defense we had. They're terrible. Joe Burrow had like 500 attempts. Lots of quarterbacks will have that many yards with that many attempts. That's cool. But at the same time, he still balled out. At the same time, he still balled out. I mean, then again, you can say whatever you want to say. Jamar Chase had a 70-yard and a 60-yard touchdown in this game. And then had that third touchdown in the back of the end zone. So, I mean, those were like 3 passes. Joe Burrow got 264 yards on 3. Actually not 3. Dude, Jamar Chase had 17 targets. You got to feel for Joe Burrow, man. Both quarterbacks showed up, balled out, played well. And then it's just, man, you lose like that. I'm feeling for Joe Burrow because, again, he's one of the big four. And I respect the big four. You guys can argue with each other. The big four is the big four. Mahomes is number one. We get it. But Mahomes, Lamar, Allen, Burrow, that's the big four. And it sucks that there's a good chance that one of the big four is not going to be in the playoffs. The Bengals had more total yards, man. 10-day break. Yep. Glad to get that 10-day break. Finally. Guys got to get rested. But, man, this is such a tough loss, man. One of the big four might actually miss the playoffs. One of the big four might legitimately miss the playoffs. And I don't know what you say in that. Burrow did everything he could have possibly done to win this game. That's why he's a member of the Big Four. He did everything he possibly could. Zach Taylor needs to be fired tonight. But he won't. Told you Mark was going to have a breakout game. I don't think this was really a breakout game. Him catching a touchdown is not really a breakout game. If anything, Tylan Wallace had the breakout game. Did you see he had that 84-yard touchdown? That's a breakout game. He has his first career 100-yard reception game. That's a breakout game. Mark Andrews, looking at the stats, Mark Andrews 6 catches, 68 yards in the touchdown. That ain't really a breakout game. Tylan Wallace with 115 yards in a touchdown is a breakout game. Not a soul sat here and thought Tylan Wallace would be the leading receiver tonight. But here we are. Yeah, man, they going off on Twitter, guys. I looked at Twitter. Zach Taylor is trending right now, bro. He got to be fired. Zach Taylor needs to be gone tonight. I don't see why you keep him. Whether you want to fire him tonight or at the end of the season, Buddy's got to go. I want to congratulate Zach Taylor, bro. Zach Taylor was so bad, Harbaugh gets off the hook for wasting 2 timeouts in the first 5 minutes of the game. That's crazy. Zach Taylor was so bad tonight, nobody's going to remember in the first half Harbaugh was poor with his decision-making. Nobody's gonna remember that poor first half and the poor execution. No one's gonna remember the lack of discipline from the Ravens defense. Nobody's gonna remember some of the bad moments from John Harbaugh tonight. Calling that dumb challenge and then wasting another timeout. 2 timeouts wasted on the opening drive of this game. Nobody's going to remember that because Zach Taylor is incompetent at his job. He outclowned, bro, that's crazy. He outshined Harbaugh tonight. Zach Taylor deserves to be the true clown coach of the week. I mean, this guy needs to go now before he wastes his Burrow's career. Please get him out of here. Please get him out of here.
Well, they started to run the ball. They started to beat their Henry Moore. You saw a few explosive plays. They started stacking the box. They started playing man-to-man. Cincinnati started playing man-to-man, and they got big plays. Wallace, that big play from Wallace really opened things up. The huge play from Marlon Humphrey, that really changed the momentum in the game. He went in there.
Made Harbaugh look like the GOAT. Harbaugh is completely... Harbaugh is completely off the hook tonight. He's off the hook tonight. He's off the hook tonight. I'm going to be back. I'm actually just waiting for Lamar Jackson to come to the podium here to talk with these guys before we can call it a night. So I'm going to be back. Oh, I'm going to be back.
I think the biggest one for them, when you walk out of here, I mean, obviously this was an unbelievable football game. We played great on the side of football, but they've been able to rattle off streak wins. Like, a lot of teams can't do that. They've shown the ability when this team's hot offensively that they can do this. This is an unbelievable football team. The Ravens is one of the top in the AFC for sure. I don't think that they're completely out of the picture by any means. I think that the reality is they play a lot of the teams they're going to be chasing going forward. The Chargers, the Steelers, all these teams, they got teams in front of them. They can play and beat. So if they can get hot and get one of these finishes like Joe Burrow's shown that he can do, they can find a way to get in that 7th seed. They're an offense that you don't want to have to play in the playoffs.
Yeah, a loss tonight puts them their playoff chances at around 25%. Again, I would like to remind the viewers at home and the crowd here, Lamar Jackson will be joining us on set in just a minute. Turning our attention back to the Ravens for a second, Tony, what's your big takeaway from a team like this who obviously didn't have the great first half but then finished away with
I think you can build on a game like this. I mean, because you're not playing well in the first half, just like you said. You're going to halftime. I can't wait to get Lamar up here on the desk and ask him, what did he say? Nathan said he came in, calmed everybody down, and that's what leaders do, some MVPs do.
Man, this is unfortunate. This is really unfortunate. This is truly unfortunate.
Lamar Jackson making his way out here right now. He is now 6-1, head-to-head against Joe Burrow. Thank you for watching the Chase.
This is unfortunate, guys. This is unfortunate. I don't know how bad this is, man. Ravens got the dub. That's just how it works. But the real winner of this game is Kansas City. Kansas City wins this game, man. Baltimore got the W, but the Chiefs are the real winners. They're watching how bad this defense is. And they're like, that's what we got to deal with? Oh, yeah, Lamar, elite offense. Hey, if we got to win a shootout, we got Patrick Mahomes. We feel comfortable with that. And our defense, we feel like we can slow them down. So Kansas City feels like they can handle our offense. They're looking at our defense. And Mahomes is just licking his chops. I know they don't have anybody as good as Jamar Chase, but there's no way. This is the best game Jamar Chase has had against us. How did they get worse? Jamar Chase, dude, they lost T. Higgins didn't play in this game, and Jamar Chase cooked him. Chase Brown, 9 catches, 52 yards. Tanner Hudson, 6 catches, 42 yards, a touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 4 catches, 30 yards. Andre Yusufas, 2 catches, 29 yards. Sorry, I'm very dehydrated now because I've been talking a lot. And then Burton, 1 catch for 11 yards, and then Grandy for 1 catch for 2 yards. So no one else on the team had a catch. No one on the team had more than 50 yards receiving. Jamar Chase, 11 catches, 264 yards. And Joe Burrow targeted him 17 times. Tre'Davious White didn't play. He got traded here on Tuesday. There's no way they can get him out there to play Thursday. 2 days is not enough to get him prepared. But yet, less than 2 days is not enough to get him prepared. He got traded here at the deadline. They already practiced by then. So it's really 1 day of practice he would have had. He's going to have 10 days of practice to try to get himself back into this. We can always fire Zachary Orr. Bro, we are in the middle of the season. It is too late to do that. It's week 10. Fire Zachary Orr and try to change everything up now? No. Part of it ain't even just Zachary Orr. It's just the defense not making plays. Did you see how... Did you watch... Somebody go show the film and show Brandon Stevens watching Jamar Chase score his touchdown. He didn't even look like he wanted to try to stop that dude. That is embarrassing. Somebody pull up the film. Someone pull up the film. Brandon Stevens was the one that was supposed to be covering Jamar Chase. The dude is running down the field like this while looking at Jamar Chase wide open, and then the ball is coming, and he's staring at Jamar Chase as he's just running and running into the end zone. That's your man, and you're watching him do this. What? Brandon Stevens had one of the worst games, man. What the hell was Marcus Williams doing on that play, though? He blew the coverage as well. He was poor. Maybe that's a situation where he felt Marcus Williams was supposed to be there to give him help. Maybe that was the case. If that's the case, why would you rely on Marcus Williams? Because Marcus Williams has been awful for much of this year. The defense just stinks. If this offense wasn't doing what the offense was doing, they would have lost this game tonight. If Lamar wasn't playing like the best quarterback in football, they would have lost tonight. Simple as that. They won because of two things. Their best players showed up, i.e. Hamilton making plays and Humphrey knocking the ball out. So your best two players showed up, in Humphrey and Hamilton left, but he did show up. So your best two players on defense showed up, and then your offense got going in the second half. That's why you won. That's why you won. I'm going to listen to this. I'm going to turn up the volume a little bit, because I want to hear Lamar getting interviewed here, and then we're going to cut this off and call it a night, guys.
Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you coming up here, and wow, what a game.
What the?
You guys had
You good?
a big game back in week 5. We hoped it would be anything like that, and here you are, 148 points between week 5.
We actually ended up getting a good Thursday night football game, because it was the exact same game.
Video game. Like y'all just talking about, that's like a video game type of game. Both of them. I get tired of them, but it is what it is. I'd rather win though.
So what are you thinking when they decide to go for 2? What's going through your mind on the sideline when you know you can't do anything, but you can only watch?
Our guys just get a stop. I always got faith in our defense. These type of games, divisional games.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Jamar Chase doesn't have an extension.
Sometimes
Man, buddy, don't need... I'm telling you, bro. You better go to that office right now and tell them to extend you. You're not going to be wasting your career putting up these type of numbers if they're not going to pay you.
Difficult moving the ball up and down. Rashad Bateman said at halftime you came in and said, so what'd you say to the team, and what adjustments did you guys make in that second half?
we just gotta score every time right there on the field. We can't just sit back and just keep putting on.
Crazy to think Lamar's on year 6. He's on year 7. This is year 7 for Lamar. But yeah, it's crazy to think about that. But time goes by fast, man. That's just how life works.
It just seems like there's an air of invincibility around you and that offense that you're going to score every time. The momentum, is it the play calling? Is it just your mentality?
Yeah, a little bit of everything. It just came together at the right time, and that's why we end up with it.
So this year, I mean, like Fitz was just saying before we got off the break, you had 24 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. You had 24 touchdowns, passing touchdowns the whole year last year. What changed? Because Derrick Henry's getting his. He got 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns, or 11 touchdowns now over 10 games, and you getting yours 24 touchdowns. What's changed? Because the receivers are pretty much the same. You're feeding everybody.
10 days until next game. Dude, these 10 days are good. Everybody, Ravens flock, listen to me. Everybody enjoy these next 10 games. If you thought this game was stressful, next week against Pittsburgh is going to be even worse. Enjoy these 10 days. Zach Taylor's incompetence ultimately helped change the game. I guarantee you, Mike Tomlin's not making the same mistakes. Mike Tomlin can read this team like a book, and that defense stinks. And every time Mike Tomlin and John Harbaugh meet up, Mike Tomlin outcoaches John Harbaugh. Just because Zach Taylor is incompetent does not mean Mike Tomlin is. enjoy these 10 days. Enjoy them. Enjoy the next 10 days. Because that Steelers game, if you thought Cleveland's game was frustrating, if you thought these 2 games against Cincinnati was stressful, nah. We're going to Heinz Field in 10 days, and I guarantee you, on a 1 p.m. game, you're going to see some of the most confusing play calls that you have seen all season. You're going to be looking at Todd Monken so confused. The offensive line is going to be so battered. I'm telling you right now, Lamar better have his running shoes on. TJ Watt is going to be on his tail the entire game, and that's going to be a problem. Meanwhile, we're going to be sitting here watching George Pickens absolutely cook Brandon Stevens next week. I'm ready for this, bro. It's going to be nasty. Oh, I know how this Steelers game is going to go. I'm just glad we got the win here, but I know how it's going to go.
What do you have to say about that quarterback you played against tonight?
He's an extremely talented quarterback, a great quarterback. A lot of years left in him to play. Just get ready for this battle. It's going to always be a battle.
Well, Lamar, though, you're now 10-1 in your career against the Bengals.
We played 3 games in 10 days later in the season. We have 0 in this stretch. Yeah, we played 3 games in 10 days. So do the Steelers, and I believe also so do the Texans. It's really weird. But the good news is, before we play those 3 games in 10 days, we do get our bye week, so that's cool.
We're assuming the hand's okay. It looked pretty good. So you're looking at it over on the sideline, but it looked pretty good. Your hand, your right hand.
My hand.
Yeah, you're good.
They got a little bump on there.
He's good to go. This is a question for
What's going on, Legendary? It's been a crazy night. It's been a crazy night.
Yeah. Are they real? That's what she.
Are they real?
They're real. Yeah.
Those
You can take them out though. Those are real diamonds.
Those are real diamonds.
When you wear a mouthpiece during the game, though, you gotta protect them.
I got to, because buddy, these boys be hitting my head. I'm trying to get my tooth knocked out. I'll take them out.
Hey, Lamar, I got to ask a question because we talked about him in the pregame. He didn't have a big game today. Zay Flowers, though, is on pace to catch 1,200 yards, which will be a record. What do you need at his second year?
I just realized who was the leading score. Yeah, it absolutely was. Tyler Wallace 3 catches, 115 yards. Mark Andrews 6 catches, 68 yards. Rashad Bateman 6 catches, 54 yards. Zay Flowers 4 catches, 34 yards. Aguilar got a catch. Deontay Johnson got a catch. Charlie Kolar got a catch. Derrick Henry got a catch, and Justice Hill got 2 catches. Lamar spread the ball around. 25 completions, and he got to, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. So 25 completions. He threw a completion to 9 different receivers tonight, and he had a touchdown to 4 different receivers. Tylen got 1, Andrews got 1, Bateman got 1, Aguilar got 1. So Lamar truly spread the ball around this offense. And then Derrick Henry still got his touchdown to keep the streak alive, because he scored a touchdown in every game this season. And him getting 60 yards rushing, or 68 yards rushing, that's good. That's good. The fumble changed the game. That's how football works. It's a game of momentum. You force a turnover, you help your team out. That's just how it is. The interception changed the game last time. We would have lost if Burrow doesn't throw that pick, because we wouldn't have got the ball back. John needs to go throw a challenge flag on a 2-yard gain and another one. I'm telling you, bro, we going to be so pissed off about John Harbaugh doing the same thing every week. But because Zach Taylor was so bad, nobody's going to care about what John did tonight. Zach Taylor was so incompetent, he lets John off the hook tonight. Zach Taylor was awful tonight. He was awful. They had Henry in the box all night. Like you're supposed to, you stack the box and you make sure you put the Ravens in a situation where you let Lamar beat you with his arm. Because if you let Derrick Henry go for 200 yards, Lamar's going to be chilling and doing absolutely nothing all day. So you let him go beat you, and he's been doing that. It is what it is. That's why he's the best in the game right now. He's played like the best quarterback in football. I still don't think that one catch by Yotsivas was a first down. You can argue it, you can debate it, but they did count it as a first down. It is what it is. Anyway, guys, it's midnight. I have to go to work in the morning. Some of y'all got to go to school. Some of y'all got to go to work. It's a Friday. Let's all just be happy. We escaped with the win. We got 10 days until we got to play the Steelers next week. Everybody enjoy your night. I will see you guys tomorrow once I get off of work, which won't be till like, 6 or 7. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll do the recap then. But I'm going to bed because I gotta get some rest. I got to get some rest. I got work in the morning. I can't mess around here. So you guys enjoy the rest of your night. I will see you back here tomorrow for the recap. Be sure to stay safe and peace out.